Okay, well, still trying to work out some bugs in it on my StreamYard and everything like that. Sorry, guys. I know my pop-up is probably saying the wrong time altogether, but I am live now, not later. So, just give me a second. Bear with me. I want to pin my comment. So that anybody that does enter can come into my live stream. Setup is always the worst, isn't it, guys?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it should refresh it again. It should be alive there now. Well, I'm live. I'm watching it.
Let me go back in. Oh yeah, the other one's staying there though.
Yeah, I'll have to go in and delete that later. That's all.
Yeah, okay.
Bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. Hey, Seth. How's it going? Let me get rid of this. Ugh. Woohoo! Okay. I so messed all of it up. Oh, I almost fell over. That would have been a real show for you guys. Yeah. Oh my god. Disaster in the making. How you doing? Man, oh man, oh man. This has been a day for sure. I get some brightness going so I can see and make sure I'm not watching for that little dot so I know if anybody is coming up. Because I have missed it. Oh, nice. You're just at work. Working on the weekend. That's a bit of a drag sometimes, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm, hi Nicole. I wanted to get into the woods today, but I never got a chance to. So because the weather just wasn't cooperating, it was really, really wet and everything out today. So everything is all still soaking wet. It's lunchtime, so it's just too late for me to go. So I said I'd come out here, and I'm still not in the spot where I said I was going to do my live broadcasts. I know, but I just wanted to come out and make some dinner and hang out for a while. And I was thinking about doing it as a video, and I have a 20-minute video for tomorrow, so I said, no, I'll have it for today, and I'll just do another live and try to get used to some of the settings. My my Premiere, I tried to set up. First one I put up said 2 hours, and I was after making a post on Dave's page saying I'll be up in half an hour. When I set it up, it said 2 hours or 2.5 hours or something. I was like, oh no, 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 no. So I just had to go in and delete that broadcast. And by the time I got set up again, it was exactly lunchtime. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go live now and just try to set up the Premiere thing later because it didn't work for me. Hi, Tennessee Bushcrafter. Oh, nice. Cooled off. Nice, did it? That's great. I know it rained here throughout tonight, but instead of the temperature cooling off, it actually got warmer today than it has been the rest of the week. Like I'm out here and I just cut up some little bits of wood to make a fire, and it got really, really warm. really warm. But hey, it's all I can do, right? Throw stuff on the ground again, sure, why not? But yeah, I figured it would be nice, just to sit back and relax and see who's awake this early on Saturday morning. I know it's early for some of you guys. It's not early for me. It's lunchtime for me. It's actually past lunchtime, so I'm gonna get my fire going in there pretty soon, so I can get some stuff going. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Nemo, how's the weather in New Brunswick? Yeah, 8 a.m. I figured it was early for you guys down there. Um, it's not that early here. And the big half hour, that's something, Michael, you should have a chat with Devil Dog about that, because he had a hard time wrapping his head around. I'm on a half an hour time zone difference than the rest of North America. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get it through his head that it was that half an hour. Why is it a half an hour? He said time zones are done in hours. They're not done in half. He thought I was joking with him. He really did. He thought I was pulling his leg, and I was lying to him. So he actually had to go and search it up and have a look and see. So that was funny in itself. But no, all good. I wasn't messing with him. He thought I was, but I wasn't. So I got my little Moore out with me today with my broken handle. I'm still a little bit sad about the broken handle. I will get another one eventually. It's just it all takes time, guys. All takes time. Make a few little feather sticks. And Chef, if I miss you leaving, I'm going to say now, have a good day at work, and I hope that hope you have a good day and everything. Because sometimes, I get carried away with what I'm doing here on the step, and I don't see the chats, and I don't see what's going on. And if I'm making feather sticks in that with a sharp knife, I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the chats. Okay, no problem. I'll try to keep an eye for you when you leave. It's really muggy here today, though. Like I'm having a fire, but it's not one of those days where you kind of really want to have a fire because it's already warm. So I did. Now this is something. If Nicole, if you get a chance, can you run up my two little pocket knives that are up on the shelf for me? Only if you get a chance. I'm not in a big rush for them or anything like that, but I just wanted to show Michael what I did buy after, because I did get a couple of new little knives, and they were really cheap. I got them really cheap. I got them in, of all places, I got them in Canadian Tire, Happy Tire. And I like them, and they'll serve the purpose for what I want them for, is just like a carry knife. And I wanted to show you. I never got a chance to show you when Grumpy was up the other night. I never got on or anything. Well, I was on for a few minutes, I think, but I never got on for very long. But yeah, I got to try to keep an eye on this too, make sure nobody's left down in the basement. I did that to Devil Dog the other day. I left him in the basement forever, but then I got left down in the basement on another live. Yeah, I got a Gerber machete. I think I got it in Walmart though. It was only like $30 or something, and it was the Gerber machete with the saw on the back, the mid-size one. And I'll tell you, I put that thing through its paces, big time. But I'm really hard on machetes. Machetes are not really made for what we got here, chopping through maple and stuff like that. But I put that thing through its paces, and it held up pretty good, even though I got some wobbles in the blade now from chopping into stuff I shouldn't have been chopping into, but it's still going really strong. So I can't really say nothing bad about it, other than the blade softened a bit, but that's just user error. You heard a lot about that belt loop live, did you? I was on there for, it had to be half an hour, 45 minutes, sitting down in the basement. Hey guys, leaving all kinds of comments. Hey guys, you're gonna take me up out of the basement? Are you ignoring me? Is this payback for leaving Devil Dog in the basement? And I was just sitting there, and then after, I don't know, about half an hour, 45 minutes, on comes Gary and says, "Oh no, I was in bed asleep." So I was like, "What?" But these are the ones I got, Michael. Is this one here, and you can kind of flip it. It's kind of hard to get a good grip on. Can you see the name okay? But it's great for my uses, and it's good too because it's got that skinning knife feel to it. Whereas if I'm taking it in the woods, I can use it for a skinning knife. And the other one I got is strictly just for a pocket carry. They've got the clips in that. They both got the clips in that on the back. And this one is harder to get a grip on, but you can get a grip on it. And this is called Yukon Gear. The label is kind of hard to see. They're sharp, yeah. They came, I didn't sharpen them, but they came sharp enough to slice through paper out of the packaging. And they were in them blister packs, plastic blister packs. This one I got for $10. I think it was regular 30. And this one was regular 50. And this is Hunt Shield, this brand, and they had it marked down to 20. So this was the first one I got. And then I picked up that other one when I was out. I was walking through, and I was going up to the register, and they had a big clip strip of them. And I was like, oh, yeah, $10, getting that one. So it worked out pretty good that I was able to get in, but there's no flippers on them. I think that's one of the issues that they have with the knives here in Canada is the flipper. So, yeah, I like the shape on them. You're talking about this wooden handle one. I like the shape of that too. It's nice, and it got the fake bevel there on the edge. It would be nice if the finger well was like if this was a little bit deeper or even a hole so you could get it and flip it easier. But you kind of got to grab it, pinch it to get a start on it. Well, I'm not that good with them. You'd probably grab this and flip it up, no problem. Can't buy flippers or thumbs in stores. Has to be on. Yeah, yeah. I figured that's one of the issues that they have with knives here in Canada is that those flippers and that you can't get them. No. Most of the stuff is made in China now with flagships and yeah, a lot of stuff now is made over in China, and that I don't know. I don't remember where these ones said they were made, but it's probably China built because it's not carbon steel or nothing. It's just 550 stainless steel on them, I believe, or something like that. I don't know all the specs. I never kept none of the stuff on them. I just like them. But I am slowly getting into knives, but my knives are going to be geared around stuff like functional stuff for the woods mostly, not just pocket knives for everyday carry. Just because that's just me, and my interests are in wood stuff and stuff like that. Which is what I was looking for, which is what Michael was helping me with some of the stuff online, looking for a good knife for the woods. And Actually, what I'm going to do, hang on there now. There you go. I'll give you a wrench. And Tennessee Bushcrafter are going to give you a wrench. There you go. Oh, I did set up Nightbot. If you guys want to try it, type backstep, all one word, and it should drop your link. So if you guys want to try that and see if it works, I don't even know if it's going to work or not. Yeah, the Mora. That's what this little blue one is. It's the Mora, and that's what I got. Like Jack from Outlaw Camper sent me this, and I've been using it now for well over a year, and it held up fantastic. Except for I broke off the fire steel that was in the handle because I was batoning wood with it, which it's not really made for batoning wood. But like I said, I'm a little bit hard on stuff. But that just happens. That's all. But I have the link posted at the top, pinned to the top. If anyone wants to come up on panel, feel free to jump up. I've got the free version of StreamYard, so I can have up to 6 people. So I think that's enough for me at the moment, and just getting into it, and just getting used to it. What? I don't know what that is. What is that, Michael? I don't know. Any grown man has? What? Yeah, I don't have much, like I said, most of my knowledge revolve around camping stuff. Like this is my mossy oak set. It's just it's a rat. I think it's called rat tail thing, but it's just a little Bowie knife. There's a miniature Bowie knife comes with this one too. It came in a set of 2, and I got another set of mossy oak ones that had plastic scales on them. Oh no, I don't have any Roman knives. No, that is something I don't have. Like I said, I just started I just started with a couple of little basic knives. I don't have a whole lot. There's somebody coming up here now. Hang on now. That's Chef. I don't have a whole lot of knives in my collections or anything yet. How's it going, Chef?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. You must be almost ready to leave, are you?
I'm out. I'm in the car and I'm ready to go. I've been here since
Nice.
4:15. Half a day and I'm out.
Oh, man. So, Chef's in his car.
Yeah.
Imagine that. For the first few broadcasts that was on with you, I thought that's the only place you would broadcast from was your car. But that's
Dave Collier would be on, and I don't know if you can hear froze.
yeah, you're just breaking up with this a little bit, but I can still hear you now.
Yeah, okay, we should be good now. There's a little spot around this corner from where I work at that, for whatever reason, it just goes dead.
Yeah, I've got a couple of places like that on the roads and that down here. It's just a little dead zone. You go through it and you lose everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I was saying usually when I would get on, it would be when Dave Collier would be on Wednesdays, and I would just leave work and I would be jumping on. So I'd be in my car.
Yeah, no, and I was always on with Dave on Wednesdays, and I was like, Chef was always in his car. I was like, okay,
I'm sure everybody was like, yeah, yeah. Nice green screen.
Yeah, that's interesting background. How did you know that one? I still haven't done my broadcast from the spot that I said was going to do my broadcast, and I actually have it set up. It's just one of the things I think. One of the big things with me doing the broadcast is I kind of want to be doing something more than just sitting around, so that's why I've been doing it out there.
Oh, okay.
But that's just me, right? Like I think I know one time I was on when I jumped up on Dave's. I was in the house and people were like, "You're not cooking nothing or going out to cook or anything, you know? You're not on your step." And I'm like, "No, not today." It was kind of a bit of a letdown for people, so I'm like, maybe I'll just come on out on the step for a while.
It's just people are used to one thing, and then when you change, they're like, "What happened?"
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
But
wait a minute.
I am gonna do some broadcasts from my new location. No, I promise I will, everybody. I promise I will. Just not today,
There you go.
and maybe not tomorrow either. I'm doing these now because for Monday I've only got a little 20-minute video, so I said
Yeah.
I'd pop on and do a couple of lives just to
Nice.
kind of offset. I was planning on doing a video today, like filming and editing up a video for Monday, and just adding it to that little 20-minute one that I got. But it's just too, everything is too wet and miserable to be out there today. And as much as I don't
Yeah.
mind going in the rain and the wet, I do mind going in the rain and the wet because it's just not as comfortable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I like when it rains out here. I'd like to smoke in the rain, just throw a canopy up, but it's just too humid right now.
Yeah. But
It's not a comfortable rain, you know.
yeah, that's what stops me here is like I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit cold or if
Yeah.
it would just dry up, but it doesn't. The humidity goes to the roof, and it's hard to breathe, and it's hard to do anything.
Yes.
It's really sticky and wet.
Exactly.
It's not comfortable. So I'm not really looking forward to having a fire today because it's over 20. I think it's like 23 or 24 degrees now, on its way to 29. So that gets me to the 70s, I believe, which is warm for here, 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So that combined with the humidity, I'm kind of putting off making my lunch.
There you go.
Weed in the bush. Hey, Paul, how you doing? You enjoy your day. You enjoy
Oh,
your day as well, buddy. It's nice to see you pop in and say hi. I got to catch up on some of your videos. I've missed a few, but I've been doing that the past few days. I've been catching up on everybody's that I've been missing. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to catch up on everybody's videos. 29 is 85. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was in the 70s or 80s. But right now we're at about 25, so say the low. Oh, chef's gone. Say the low 80s or high 70s. Yeah, it's good to stay occupied, especially when you're doing the lives, man. I think it just helps. I know I can talk forever when, especially if I'm doing something like this. I'll talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, stuff like that. It just the time just passes quicker. Hi, Mallory and Chu. Are you both there, or is it just one of you guys? How are you doing? I was hoping you guys would catch one of me on my lives. I got my. You can drop your link. I just gave you moderator status, but if you just type in backstep, it should drop your link for you. We're both here. Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm glad you guys are feeling better for sure. My StreamYard link is pinned to the top of the comment section if you want to come up and join me here. You're more than welcome to come on. I'm just getting ready to light up a little fire on that there now in a minute. Nice to have you on my back step for live if you want to come. Yeah, I want to see if Nightbot is working. There you go. Perfect. It's working perfectly. Thank you. So, guys, anyone that's here that doesn't know Mallory and Chew, they do a lot of beer tasting, and they're going around. Absolutely, you can hit that join, and I will certainly bring you up on panel. No problem at all. These guys have been a very long time supporter on my channel. I've been watching them forever. They do some fantastic stuff with beer reviews and crafts, and they are so fun to watch and such great people. So check them out, guys. If you haven't already checked them out, check them out for sure. And it will be Mallory. I'm not. Oh, wait now. Chef is back in the panel. Let's add him. And hi, Mallory. I see you. I got you. There you go. Hi. Oh, I can't hear you. I can see you, but I can't hear you.
There we go. How is it now?
There we go.
Oh, it's good now. Good now.
Oh.
How are you?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you up and on the go again. I saw your video come up and I'm like, oh my God. And I was after missing so many of them. I was going back through them all today. And I saw where you left and Chew tried to do his hands video, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. It doesn't work quite as well if I'm not in it, I guess.
I don't know. I think it could have got pretty good if he was just doing all hands. He could have called it all hands on deck.
There you go.
So, Chef, this is Mallory, and Chew is off camera. Chew doesn't be on camera. This is Drunken Chef Barbecue. He's a great guy. I gotta make sure I didn't mute him. I got Chef muted. Hang on. Sorry, Chef. I had you muted. You can't. Okay. Okay. You mute yourself. Hang on now. There you are. Mute. There you go. Are you back? He might be. He's driving home from work.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Yeah.
There you go. There you are. I was wondering if I had you muted or if you muted yourself or what was on the go, because I hit the mute button by mistake when I was trying to bring you up on panel.
Yeah.
So
I figured you were
like,
muting me because she came up, so I just stood in the background.
Oh no, God no!
I didn't want to interrupt her. You know what I mean? Like what she was talking and stuff. So yeah.
No, it's good for you guys to meet and connect, because I think you guys might have a bit to talk about yourselves, because I think you like beer, don't you, Chef?
I like what?
Beer?
Hair?
Beer. Beer.
Oh, beer. Yeah.
Beer.
I thought you said hair. I'm like, well, I don't have any, but we can talk about hair if you want.
I got enough here. No, beers. They do some beer reviews and they do some crafts, and
Oh, nice.
they do some fantastic stuff on their channel, and they've been growing like crazy. They surpassed my channel in
Not for
subscribers,
long.
and it's well worth it. No, you guys are going to keep growing. I know you are.
Well, I might have to check her out.
Yeah, we'll have to
for
check
sure.
yours too. I'm hearing Drunken Chef, and I'm like, hey, that's me. Wait, what? That's what I do too.
Hang on, I got to give Dave some moderator privileges. You are more than welcome to come up on the panel, Dave. I was hoping you'd pop in. Let me see if I can fix the layout.
There you go.
There we go. That makes it a little bit better to see people. And now I got to keep an eye for the little red dot again, because I'm after leaving people down in the basement by mistake for a very long time. And just getting used to it all, right? And it ended up at one point they were actually tagging me in the comments, so I would see when they were saying, "Oh, I'm coming up on panel. Watch for me."
Shoot, you need to jump on too so we can see the comments.
So, how far along are you in your tour now?
Well, we are on day 9, 10? 9. Overall. Yes, overall. We're on day 9 because we restarted as of yesterday. Just because we got COVID.
Yeah.
So we had to go home and quarantine for 2 weeks and then start our tour again. But we are actually hitting up Kansas City today. We're going to be hitting a couple Kansas breweries, doing some 5-minute flights there, and then we're headed over to St. Louis next. So, or towards Missouri. We're not tied into St. Louis, just that's where we're headed next. But I will tell you, Al, I think you'll appreciate this. Right now, we are at Pony Express Lake. We camped here last night, but it is absolutely gorgeous here. Just, we have the whole lake here and just a couple camping spots, but we are having such a blast. Just, and it was free, so bonus.
See, now I need to be in a place like that. Yeah, Tennessee bushcraft. Last time I ordered from Walmart that came from the States, it was expensive on shipping. I could probably order them on. I'll order the actual Mora knives on Amazon for like $30 Canadian. So it works out to be about the same. And Dave, I will be up here for quite a while, I would imagine. I don't even have my fire going for my food yet. So if you do get to a point where you can jump on, just hit me up in the comments and let me know in case I'm involved in stuff and misses it, which is really good to have. But that spot looks amazing, Mallory. I'd probably spend most of my trip in places like that, see?
Well, that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been van lifing, so we're sleeping in the, well, I mean, we have a Dodge Journey, but it's large enough for us to sleep in the back. So, yeah, we've been sleeping in the van at rest areas, campgrounds, whatever happens, but it's been a lot of fun. It actually saves a lot of money because gas prices are not cheap and we're driving an awful lot. So saving money in that way is good.
Then you're not using the extra money then for like Airbnbs or anything like that. You're just, hey, find a little rest spot and pull over and park, and there's where we're going to spend the night.
I know. Then all the extra money can go to beer.
There you go. Yep. I know. I liked your breakfast you had in one of your little shorts. And I really wish I had caught you on that live video.
Oh, the bacon and eggs. Yeah, we love doing bacon and eggs over the fire. We always use cast iron, so it comes out perfect every time. And yeah.
Nice. The last breakfast I did on a fire was a while ago. Oh gosh. It was a while ago when I did breakfast. But the last really good meal that I made like a meat and potatoes soup type thing.
Yeah.
And that's on one of my videos. That came out so delicious.
Nice. No, one thing I love about this, we get to have a percolator coffee every morning. So loving that. I get out the percolator and get that coffee going, and that's a beautiful start to any morning, especially when you're on a lake this pretty. Like, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make a mocha there in a little while, but I use well, when I get my fire going now, I'm gonna make a mocha because I use the real coffee. And I've got a little thing. Let me show it to you. Looking for my stuff now. I'm losing everything. And I mix my coffee stuff. I got a little filter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, chef's gone down again.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
He might come back up. He's driving, so he might pop out and pop up. There's somebody down in the basement now. But that little thing, I put the coffee filter in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gary is here. Gary can talk. Hey, Gary. And I'm getting ready to go in the basement for an hour.
Well, hey, I tell you what, I got to go run some errands, so I guess you could just put me in the basement and let me sit there for a while if it make you feel better. I'm okay with that.
All right, well, I'm not sure. I gotta figure out how to do that. Oh, yeah, it just removes from stream, and that should put you back in the basement. Do it.
I'm ready, baby. I'm just talking with my bud, my friend over here, my home skillet. Oh, Al Chafe. He's good people.
This person beside me, Mallory and Chu, they're
Uh-huh.
from Imperfectly Neat Crafts, and you should really check those guys out. They're
All right. Is there any way to drop their link?
She had her link dropped in
All
she
right.
had
Well,
her link dropped in the chat. I don't know if you can go back and get it.
I'm going back looking now. I'm coming. I'm just saying hey to my friend.
Do you have a jacket in the vehicle for
Yeah, I got a couple jackets.
I might still be on here when you get back anyway, Gary. So
So, because I don't see her link.
okay, well, we'll get you her. I will get you her link one way or another.
Okay. You got my email, Al?
I don't, but you got that on your about section, don't you? And
I do, but it's real easy. You know, I'm Belt Loop 29. I use AOL, so it's.
actually, you emailed me your address, so yes, I got your email.
Well,
I'll
you.
email her address to you.
Yeah,
Her
you
address,
just.
her link.
By the way, nice to meet you, Mallory.
Nice to meet you too.
And I just saw Al was on. Wanted to, I'm about to take today is Saturday, and that's date day. This day is where I'm pretty much dedicated to, making Tammy happy, and that's we work our schedules
Happy
just
life. No problem, Fred.
You gonna come?
I'll holler later. I just want to stop and say hey. I'm sorry. I wish I could hang out more.
That's okay. There's things to do. I know that.
Well, yeah,
it was nice to see y'all there, and nice to get you up out of the basement. I didn't do like I did with Devil Dog. Devil Dog got on, and he was down in the basement for like a half an hour at least before I realized he was there.
Well, so far you and Devil Dog have spent half an hour in the basement. Except for when you was in the basement, I really wasn't in here to even look.
No, you were sleeping.
That was so fun. All right. All right, baby, I'm coming. Much love for everybody, and good to see y'all. And we'll see y'all later. I just wanted to stop in and say hey.
Thanks, Gary. See ya. He's a nice guy too. He's an awesome supporter. He'll run your channel for you and everything if you need hours and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's really good, and if you're on a live stream and you got nothing to say, Gary will fill the void.
That can be very helpful. I've definitely had those awkward moments where I'm like, oh shoot, I have to keep talking, don't I?
Yeah, like what am I going to talk about now? Didn't I talk about everything? Gary has lots of little stories, and he's funny, and he's just all around a really good guy. Really good guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I met Gary through Dave's channel, I believe, and like I said, I've been jumping up on a lot of live streams, and just recently started doing my own. Oh, can you see? You can't see the tables in the way. I'm just starting to work my fire.
I decided to walk a little ways away from the car and get out here in the beauty that I am in right now. Oh, sit in the grass.
Oh man. See, that's where I needs to be right now.
I agree. I wish you were here with me right now.
Hang on now, I lost some.
That's okay.
I lost the stick that was holding my camera, guys. Now's your chance to say stuff about me. I can't even see the chat. Hang on. Okay, here we go.
All right, guys, here's
I'm
the
back.
time. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, too late.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me show you what I'm gonna cook when I get this going. I got
Yes.
these to reheat. This is some bacon wrapped scallops.
Mm-hmm. That
So I'm
sounds
just gonna
amazing.
reheat those. But I got a couple of potatoes to cook up, and I got a chicken breast.
Nice.
I got a little few peas. Now these peas are actually ones I grew myself,
Oh, fun.
but this is all that I got. Oh, and I lost one. Come back. I don't
It's
have
making a
enough to
break
lose
for it.
one.
It's making a break for it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like, no, don't eat me. But
Run away, run away.
the other thing is, let me see if I can do this without losing my stuff again. I've got those growing.
Oh, okay.
That's turnips.
Oh, fun.
So I'm going to actually pick a few of those and throw them in the pot with my peas and potatoes while I'm cooking. So
Nips and
it's gonna be,
patties.
what's that?
Nips and patties, right? Turnips and
Yeah.
potatoes.
Turnips and potatoes. There you go. And that's what I'm going to have to eat out here today. So lots of good stuff, and it's nice. I think it's nice when you can grow something and get something out of it. Instead
Yeah,
of
you know
having
how
to
some
go-
people have it. You know how some people have a green thumb? My
Yeah.
thumbs are not green. They are the color of death. I look at a plant and it dies. It's terrible. My grandfather was incredible. Like, he had an apple tree in our front yard that had 4 different kinds of apples on it because he grafted them. Like, he could
Oh,
do
nice.
anything with plants. His garden was the envy of everybody. Absolutely incredible. But he wouldn't allow me in the garden once he realized that I was literally the plague to plants. Something about me. I get near them and it's bad. I can't. I've killed cacti, plural, more than one cactus. I can't even keep that alive. It's terrible. I'm hopeless with plants.
You don't do anything with a cactus. Leave it there.
I know, and I still managed to screw it up two times.
That's shocking.
One time I didn't water it enough. The second time I watered it too much. I can't even keep a cactus alive. I don't know what to do. I'm hopeless.
You're better at beer.
Yep, better at beer, better at crafting. I will keep making things with things that are not alive because that's safer. Yeah.
You gotta start making some flower pots. Start off small and make
There
the
we go.
flower pot, and then work your way up to putting some dirt in them.
I can make a flower pot. Okay, check. I can make a flower pot with dirt in it. Okay, check. Oh, we're putting a plant in it now? I don't know about this.
I told you, something that'll be easy to grow, and it doesn't matter if you grow a lot of them or a little few. If you throw some beans in,
Yeah.
like lima beans, they'll grow pretty much anywhere.
Okay. Okay. Well,
This
it's
is
worth a shot.
Yeah, this is something to get into it if you want to get into it. But that's just my opinion. Right? But I mean, like, I don't.
Choose trying to get into hydroponics. He's done tomatoes a couple times, and the tomato plant will be taller than both of us, but it doesn't flower. It just doesn't quite get there, and I'm pretty sure it's because I'm in proximity. If he lived alone, he might
No,
he might get tomatoes.
Tomatoes are finicky. They gotta
They are.
have the right balance of nutrients and stuff like that in order to flower and grow fruit.
Yeah.
There's tons of people. There's tons of Senior Firewood. Hi, Senior Firewood. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. If I did, I'm sorry. Hi. But Senior Firewood, Larry.
Oh, Tennessee Bushcrafter says he grows hydroponics indoors and outdoors year round. That is so cool.
Yeah. I bet you I'm after missing a ton of comments. I bet you I am. Now, my wife is in here. That's Nicole. Nicole Chase. Doris is looking for the birds she hears on this. This is the birds that are around you. She's looking for them. Okay.
It's okay,
yes.
Doris. I can't see them either.
Hi, Gary L. Check out the GSI Ultralight Java drip. Okay, I'll have to try and keep that in mind. My mind is like a sieve a lot of times. Nicole was wondering where you're to, Mallory.
Where I am?
Yeah, like where are you from?
Oh, where are we from? We live Chicago area, so we're in the northwestern suburbs of Chicago. So, but right now we're loving Missouri. Missouri is absolutely gorgeous. So,
Yeah. Yesterday, I was on a live stream again yesterday. Go figure that, right? But I actually made potato skins, and I would have liked to have been able to have my own potatoes to do them, but I didn't. I just had the green onion that I used on my potato skins is green onion that I've grown.
that's awesome.
I'm trying to just grow some stuff. This is the first year I've actually made a little garden like this to try and grow some stuff, but it's working out pretty good. Yeah, Nicole thinks it looks pretty out here, but she's iffy about eating some of my stuff. Says, I don't know about that. But no, I'll eat every bit of it. Next year I'm hoping to get some potatoes in the ground. Like I said, it's all in containers here on my step. There's nothing, I don't have really ground to grow it in. So everything is all containers. But with this little thing that I was showing you earlier, I just put the coffee filter in it because the holes are a little bit too big for coffee.
I know. I've run into that problem with our percolator too. We have to use a coffee filter on that as well.
And for the cup that I got, I fills it pretty much half full. And I'm using one of these. Everybody knows the size of these. It's a Blue Camp cup. They're about 2
Hey, that's
cups
what we use too. We have the same ones. Yeah.
Mine got lids. Does yours have lids?
No,
Mine got
ours
lids.
doesn't have lids. That's so cool.
My mom bought me a set of 4 of these. I've got 3 left, but the lids go on them, and it keeps it super hot when you put the lid on.
Oh yeah, they keep the coffee crazy hot.
Yeah, and don't grab the cup. I learned that the hard way. Don't pick it up by the cup. Even the handle gets hot.
There's a reason there's a handle.
My water is already boiling on there, and once my coffee steeps out, I just throws in one of these. I don't put nothing else in it but one of these. This is the one with marshmallows. You gotta have marshmallows.
Nice.
Sue will agree to that, I bet you. You gotta have marshmallows. If there's no marshmallows, it's not good. Matthew said, hello, Nicole. Thank you for letting Al do his channel. I know. I've been following you guys from the beginning. Your channel, practically the beginning. And,
I know, and we appreciate it. That's awesome because we've gotten to get to know you a little bit, and someday we gotta get up to Canada and check. Come visit because that'll be fun.
It's gonna go one way or the other. It's either gonna be you ends up here, or I'm gonna end up down there, something like that.
Who says we can't do both? I think we can do both.
There's no reason we can't do both.
Mm-hmm.
Just fill it up and let it steep. And it's just like making a cup of tea now. You just let it steep out for a little bit. I'm dying with you. Oh my god.
It is a little windy here. I hope we're not getting too much wind noise from me. I'm sorry about if we are.
Not getting any actually.
Oh, fantastic. I have my hand trying to cover it from the wind. Actually, on the other side of the lake, they have all the wind turbines because the wind here is just nuts. So, yeah, I was like, oh, I hope I'm not messing up the sound here.
You gotta paint some potatoes by your outdoor campsite. Yeah, okay. No. I don't think I'm gonna paint potatoes. But that's not going to stop me from doing anything that might be a little bit crafty. Like I tried making a basket. It didn't work out as a basket after I used it to actually hold up my peas. So it's kind of like a lattice on the back of my peas, so my peas could grow off of that. But I don't know about painting potatoes. I've never heard of painting potatoes. Yes, marshmallows. See, I knew he would agree with the marshmallows.
Yep, yep.
I'm just looking
Hey.
at comments there now.
Hey, everybody loves those mini marshmallows that come with the hot chocolate, you know? There's just no going wrong with those. They're absolutely perfect.
It's the best. It's the best.
Oh yeah. Agreed.
Thing I love about hydroponics is I can grow lettuce and such indoors during the heat of summer. Yeah, it's. I know a couple of people that did hydroponics, but it wasn't for food purposes.
Oh,
But
Fair enough.
they swear by hydroponics. Now that's
Yeah.
all legal here, but I don't really partake. We'll say.
well, I'm gonna be job searching soon, so I can't partake for a little bit. Maybe after a bit.
No.
We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, you've been out for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah. Since I put in my 2 weeks notice July 1st. So yeah, I've been unemployed since about the 15th, and I'm actually really enjoying taking a little time off and a little healing time and fun time and, you know, getting out there, seeing things. And I'll go back and hunt for something in a few weeks here and we'll see what happens. But for right now, the unemployed thing is feeling kind of nice.
It's nice to have a break. It is.
It
It's
is.
nice to have a break.
It really is.
Some people, you got to realize that when you're working, and I'm sure you had like something that it's a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Typical.
Office manager for 3 locations of a
Yeah.
truck and trailer
Well,
repair
it's just
facility.
steady go
So
all the time.
I was busy.
I know. I managed retail stores a couple of years ago, and I tell you,
It's a
people
lot of
think,
work.
oh, it's an easy job, and you don't really do it. No, you do a lot. There's a lot of paperwork. I was coming home with bags of paperwork, so people would think, yeah, you only work till 4 or 5 o'clock every day. Wow. Yeah, but okay, but you don't see me leaving with a big bag of paperwork at the end of every day that got to be done at every day that you just don't have time in the run of the day to do. There's a
I
lot of
know,
work.
and you end up spending more time doing that than anything else, and you forget all the good stuff that's out there otherwise, and nobody needs that.
Yeah, it's a hassle,
It is.
but it is nice. I'm glad that you're getting a break, and I'm glad that you get to do your little tour and have your fun because you deserve it for sure.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for this time that he and I can just go see some things and do some things and play with our channel, because honestly, that's really what this is about. Is hey, let's go film some stuff.
Let's play around for a little while. Don't mind me. I'm just peeling my potato there. I got 2 potatoes to peel.
And you just said it's nice to get in on other folks' live streams too, so we can like chat with folks who we've met through the channel, which, I mean, honestly, we've made so many friends doing this. So many great people that also have their own channel, and we check out their stuff, they check out ours, and get to know folks. It's really fun to have this opportunity to do that.
It is, and it's been made so much easier to actually meet. And I mean, like, when you think about seeing somebody's channel, okay, I've been watching you guys for over a year now that you've had your channel. You guys have been watching me for at least that long as well.
Yep, pretty much, yeah.
But it's never been easier as it is right now with StreamYard coming online for us to actually meet
I
and
know.
talk to each other. And that's one of the things that I've been really, really enjoying about hopping on here lately is getting to meet all of you guys and
Hmm.
actually physically sit down and talk to you. And I know, like, Chu doesn't want to be on camera, but Chu, you're here on the step with us now as well.
Woohoo! Yes, I finally made it.
You finally made it, because I know you made a lot of comments, like, the way I do my videos, I try to make it feel like you're here with me, sitting down, having the conversation, and being a part of it all.
That's what we
And
love about your channel, that it feels like family. It feels like home. You're, actually hanging out at someone's house, and your channel's fantastic for that.
thank you. And that's something now
Try
that
some of that food.
you do.
Chu just said, now I just got to try some of his food.
Well, you're going to have to show up here for that. I can't.
I know.
I can't help you with that. I can't send it in the mail. It won't be very good by the time it gets to you guys.
No, probably not.
But that's something that I kind of aspired to do with my channel, is to make it that only feeling where you can just come and get away from life and relax and not have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
And it seems to have worked out really well thus far. And meeting people like you guys, and it makes it so much more worthwhile. This is my running water. Can you see? I got a container set up so I can just squirt a bit of water in. I'm probably blocking it all out with myself, but that's just wash water, not for drinking. This is my drinking water. And
my phone just notified me I'm at 9%. I'm like, oh, maybe I should go back to where the charger is.
Yeah, you might want to plug yourself in. So where are you guys off to next?
We are going to Kansas City, Kansas today. We've got a couple breweries that we're thinking about checking out. One in Missouri, 2 in Kansas. And yeah, pretty much just going to hit that up and then start heading towards straight across Missouri after that and see what happens next. We're going to get some barbecue. That's right. We're excited to have some Kansas City barbecue. So if anybody knows a Kansas City barbecue place that we have to check out, let us know.
I wish I could help, but I don't know anywhere down there. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. I just keep it going for me for a second, Mallory. I just threw my peas in here, but I do have to go and pick a turnip top. And my wife is probably going to come up running when that's cooked because she loves turnip tops.
No problem. I gotcha. Let's see. Oh, Senior Firewood saying Cheech and Chong moment. I like that. I've been taking time off since the beginning of the pandemic due to life circumstances. Prior high-stress job, running multiple crews, doing electrical work. Oh, goodness, 70 to 110 hours a week for around 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Tennessee Bushcrafter, that is too much work. You're away from home 11 months a year? Oh.
That's way too much.
Oh, that's insane. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're taking some time off. Let's see, you said due to life circumstances. I'm hoping it was just, overworked, so time off, right? But yeah. And
so there wasn't much of a turnip on that one. But this was right against the Seattle.
Get to see some nice places. Well, if you're not working.
Yeah, if you're working the whole time, you don't get to see all the places, though. That's the problem. So if you're working too much, you don't get to see how fun Key West and Seattle and all the places in between can be. So I'm glad you're taking some time off and, getting to, just exist for a bit, because the working too much is no good. It's just no good. And it looks like Nicole says mango flavored beer is good. We had one. What was the mango? Mango Cart.
Yeah.
Mango Cart. Really,
When
really
Nicole-
tasty. I can't recall what brewery it's from. Shoot.
This
That's
is the
from
right
Atlanta.
person for you to be watching to talk about beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you guys know so much. I mean, like, you can sit down and sniff a beer and tell practically what it's made of and what's in it. And if I sit down and sniff a beer, I get sick.
Yeah, don't sniff the beer then.
Yeah,
No,
don't do that.
no. Some of my greens got attacked too by a
Oh,
caterpillar
yeah.
or something. Like I said, that's not going to stop me from finishing it off because he ain't on there now.
There you go. Well, even if
That's
you
what I'm
were,
doing
extra
now.
protein, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm just checking to make sure that there's no little grubs or nothing that don't want to eat. Like, I don't want to eat caterpillar eggs or anything like that.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Well, we just had a really hard rain last night, so they're all clean.
Nice.
And the size
Perfect.
of this turnip top, like, I'm 6 foot tall and 200 plus pounds, and this turnip top is the size of my hand.
That's insane. That's huge.
So they grew really big.
Yeah, they did.
Wow, that is big.
Not just
Yeah.
for one.
That's huge.
So I'm really happy with how they grew. I'm just hoping that the turnip actually grows underneath it. This is all going in the pot too. Even the stalks, yep. I think, yep, here comes the wife. with a strainer.
I'll take them and wash them.
They're clean.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. They're clean. You don't need to wash them.
Cover that one.
Oh, this is what she has.
Oh, from Blue Moon. Yeah, their mango's actually pretty nice. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. But like I said, I can't drink beer.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. As much as I'd like to, I can't drink beer. Now it's a very full pot.
Let me know when they're cooked.
Let me know when they're cooked, she says. But I gotta get this on cooking right away because with it being all fresh, it's gonna take a bit longer than the chicken breast.
Yeah, Drunken Chef, I can't remember if Mango Cart was Golden Road, but that sounds familiar, so it may very well be. We've had so many beers, it's hard to tell which brewery all the time. To remember them all is hard.
I am surprised you can keep track of it as much as you do, you know.
I actually started out with Scotch. I was a Scotch drinker first. And
yeah, you
I can
said that on the last live I was on.
yeah, I can taste a Scotch and tell you what part of Scotland it's from. I've always really enjoyed that, and same with coffees. I was that way with coffees when I was in college. I can taste a coffee and say if it's from Ethiopia or Kenya or Jamaica or Sumatra. You know, like I like tasting things, I guess.
Well, you know, that's a good skill to have, really, because you know that all the differences between stuff and between the foods. And when you go out to get smoked out, when you go out to restaurants and stuff like that, you'll know when you're getting good stuff or you're getting, like, you get what you're paying for. You know what I mean? So that's great.
Yeah,
you've actually got that sense of taste, because for me, I go to some of the steakhouses and stuff like that, and you know, a steak is a steak.
Yeah.
The only difference is, what's that?
She said, but they're all good.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're all good, but I don't have the palate to say, well, this steak is better than this because I know that this beef came from such an area, or
Yeah.
this drink is better because of, you know, the different, like when I sit down and watch you guys on doing your reviews on your beer and stuff like that, like you can smell it and you're saying, I can smell the hops, I can smell this, so I can't do it. And that's what makes
It
that's
can
what
also
makes,
be a hindrance though. A lot of the time, like I have trouble just sitting down and having a beer and not thinking about it, not dissecting it. And like I can't just sit and have a beer anymore because I do dissect the flavor too much. Not I've never. I think I've only had one drain pour ever. I like pretty much all the beers and I don't waste beer, but I can recognize if I'm not really too happy with one that I'm drinking too, which is less fun. If I have one where I'm like, no, I'm not liking that one, I'm still gonna drink it, but
you're
yeah,
gonna know.
I'm stuck. I'm on the hook then.
Yeah, you got to finish it. It's like,
Yeah.
Why did I start drinking this? I think there was a couple that you did on some of your reviews, and when you kind of look at the look on your face, it's like I don't think she really enjoyed that one as much, but she's still talking about it.
Well, that's the funny thing. The really hoppy beers, like the West Coast IPAs that are like crazy bitter, I make a face because it's bitter. It's not necessarily that I don't like it, or like the sour beers, same thing. I make a face because it's sour. It's not, my face doesn't exactly express whether I like something. It expresses that, wow, I taste something big there. It overpowers a little bit. So yeah, but either way, it's still really fun to get around and try all these different things and see what else is out there. How's your mocha coming? It's looking pretty good. I see those little marshmallows on top.
It's gotta be the marshmallows add so much to it.
It really does.
It's been sitting for a while now. The cup is boiling hot and steeped out really well. So it's coming along. I'll be able to drink it now in a minute. You know, nice hot mocha when it's hot and muggy out is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
What's Chef saying? He got a lot up there. No, yeah, Chef in Tennessee. You guys are talking back and forth, are you?
Yeah, Tennessee said the reason he was staying home, and hey, good on you, man. Family, it's all about it. Having those loved ones that you care for and they take care of you when you need it, like that's awesome. I mean, and I'm actually really glad that it got you to, not have to work 110 hours a week because oh my God.
Crazy amount to be working. I'm sorry, that is I heard that when I was over picking my greens. That's a crazy amount to be working.
Yeah, that's huge.
I know when I was a manager in the store, they expected you to work your 40-hour week, but they expected you to work about 60.
Oh yeah, always.
And I was like, no. I said, if I take it home and do it, I'll do it on my time and get it done. I'm not staying in that freaking store for 60 hours a week. Then I have absolutely no family life whatsoever.
Yeah.
So.
And then Tennessee Bushcrafter said he likes Blue Moon's pumpkin ale, which is lovely. Big fan. And then Drunken Chef. Oh, San Diego. We've never done San Diego. That would be really cool. But you're in Arizona. I don't know where you are in Arizona, but Four Peaks Brewing has a Scotch ale that is absolutely to die for. I think it's called Kilt Lifter. But yeah, such a good Scotch ale if you're into that. I think you'll really enjoy it. But Arizona has some great breweries. My mother lived there a long time, so I used to go down there a lot. And yeah, Arizona has some good stuff going on now. They really do.
Okay, so I just tried to type comments, LOL, because I was looking at the last comments between Tennessee Bushcrafter and Although these that came up, this is an old computer, so some of the letters stick sometimes. Sorry about that, guys. Anybody that's joined in that I missed, I'm sorry if I missed you guys. If you type Backstep in the chat, it will drop your link. I checked that out and it works. Mallory checked it out for me and tried it out, so it is working. Yep. I'm glad that it's working. But if you see some really long V's or M's or anything like that come out. That's just my computer key stuff. Sorry.
No
But,
worries. No worries.
I'm just still working out some kinks, but everything has been going really good. I'm really glad to have you up on panel with me. You guys, like I said, I love your channel. I really do.
We love yours a lot. We
And
love
don't-
watching your stuff.
Don't ever stop with the bloopers. Oh my god. I wish I had bloopers like that to put up online. Because those are amazing.
Oh my gosh. No, the bloopers are my favorite. I will. Okay, so our big videos that are like half-hour long, I end up spending between 10 and 20 hours editing those. It's a lot of editing. I edit the whole thing. I get it exactly how I want it. And then I get to do the bloopers. I've been snipping them and putting them at the end. Once I get to the end, that's when I get to play with the bloopers, and it's my favorite part. Like, it's my treat for going through all that editing is I get to do the bloopers at the end.
Yeah, I don't have that many
super
bloopers
fun.
with my phone. My bloopers are usually just one or two things that happen, and I leave it in my video as it happens because like this is what really happened. But
Yeah.
your blooper reels, they're amazing. It's so much fun to watch them. It's so funny.
Yeah, somehow I managed to screw up an awful lot. I'm pretty good at making mistakes and saying the wrong thing and forgetting where I am. I forget where I am all the time.
If I was sat down drinking beer and that like that, I'd probably be forgetting where I am too.
But that's my problem. I'm making the mistakes before I have the beer. I've made mistakes before we even got inside the building. It's terrible. I putz up all the time when I'm talking.
I figure that's my job to get her to screw up.
Yeah. Choose job is to get me to screw up or to point out when I screw up.
I've noticed that in some of the bloopers. She was like, I'm not even recording now. But he is.
Yep. He's gotten me a few times with some of those. That is true. Yeah, I will say during this tour with the 5-minute flights, we haven't been doing the long form videos, but we're going to pick it back up as soon as we're done with this. So, because the long form gets those full blooper reels.
I'm just sorry I've missed some of your lives because it was fun being on them with you guys when you're there in the bar, having your live stream, tasting your beer.
It's okay. We'll be doing some more over the next week for sure.
Hopefully I'll be able to catch you guys. What time is it where you're to now?
Right now it is 11:13 in the morning. We already filmed a 60-second sip here on the shore of the lake.
Okay, so I'm almost at 2:00 in the evening.
So we got to do slightly earlier if we want to get certain folks in, because sometimes we'll do slightly later because then some of the UK folks can hop on.
Yes,
I mean, we try to mix it up.
Because I'm in bed asleep then.
Yeah, we try to mix it up for when we do the live streams, just because, and that's the hard thing. We can't set a normal time for it either because we never know where we're going to be.
That's something I've been trying to work out at while I'm doing this here now, is trying to set up when is the best time for me to hop on. So I'm not going to interfere with other people, and I'll reach out to the most people. Right?
Yeah.
But right now they've just been kind of all over the place, and I'm just checking out because one I did the other night, I did it at 5:00 my time, which was around, for the West Coast, was around 4 or 3:30. And I went down from there, and I ended up being on for 3 hours. And it was my first live. I didn't even have StreamYard set up, so it was just me here doing everything and talking about everything. And then the next one I went on pretty close to the same time, and I was picking up quite a few people, but I said I wanted to do this one earlier just to see if I could catch the earlier bunch on. So like I said, I was able to catch you guys, and it just made it that much better.
Yeah.
So they might be all over the place. Who knows? It's my next step. Whenever I get out here, I get out here.
Well, I know Drunken Chef is saying he's heading out. I don't know if he left already, but it was lovely chatting with you. You were fun, and you've had Kilt Lifters, see? It's
Have a good
beer.
one, Seth.
And actually, Tennessee Bushcrafter says his favorite beer is Spotted Cow from New Glarus.
Oh yeah, that is.
We're only
yeah.
like an hour or so from New Glarus, but we haven't been there yet. They're on our list to go to, but we haven't gone. We've gone to a couple nearby there, but yeah, their Spotted Cow is to die for. It's so good.
Well, their tap room closed for a little bit.
Yeah, their tap room was closed all through COVID. I don't know if they're up and running yet.
Hopefully they are, so you can get the full experience.
Yeah.
Chef is gone, Gary. Chef just left.
Yeah.
You're at the Waffle House. Aren't you supposed to be entertaining your wife and not not in this? This is Gary's date night.
What, he can't pop on live at a Waffle House?
Oh my, these are boiling good now. They're gonna be a little while though because the peas, fresh greens, stuff like this, it all takes a lot longer to cook. So I just put it right on in with the potatoes today. I got my.
Are the
Unheard
peas
food
from your
on
garden
the-
too, Al?
The peas are from my garden, and the
Oh,
greens
wow.
are from my garden. The peas didn't produce a whole lot, but I think I need. There's a big ass spider hanging out in front of my computer. Hang on.
He wants to
I'm not afraid of spiders, but can you see him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Thank you.
Oh, you don't like spiders, do you?
I'm not a big fan. If I'm out in their space, I will leave them alone. If they come into my space, they need to not be in my space anymore, and I will make that happen. One way or another, I will try not to kill them because they kill mosquitoes and bugs that I don't like. So, but overall, I will try to avoid them as much as humanly possible because I get a little nervous.
Yeah, I don't mind spiders, and that. And one of my friends, their daughter is constantly killing spiders, and I'm like, "Will you leave alone the spiders?" And she's like, "No, I don't like them." And I said, "Well, do you want to be eaten by flies?" She said, "No, I hate them more." I said, "Well, leave the spiders alone because they're eating the flies."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm slowly getting her into catching the spiders and letting them go somewhere else, which is what
Yeah.
I do all the time. Like, and my wife is the same way. If she sees a spider in the house, she's like, "Kill it." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna put him outdoors. He doesn't want to be in here no more than you want him in here."
I will do my best to put them outdoors. They don't always want to play along when I want to catch them and put them outdoors, and occasionally there has been a squishing that has happened on accident.
Or
But
the cat gets to him.
or the cat gets to them first. Actually, our cats do
Mhm.
like to eat bugs, so they will. If the cats find them first, there's nothing I can do.
Well, that
Um,
happens here too. Our cat loves to play with them because they just run so fast. The one and the house spiders, those brown ones,
Yeah, yeah,
those guys are actually. I know you don't like to see them in your house, but they're actually keeping all the little bugs out of your house by being in
I
your
know. I know they help with the ants, they help with the moths, they help with a lot of the things. It's true, but my cats
Well,
will eat the moths and the ants, so I'll use the cats and put the spiders back outside.
But I tend to leave those guys alone until someone else in the house sees them, i.e. my wife. And I'll just leave them alone. And if they're running a particular way, I'll shoo them underneath something. So it's like, go in there and catch the bugs. Now I'm giving away all my secrets. She's gonna be watching me like a hawk. I'm saying. Now she's in. I bet you she's in looking underneath stuff now, looking for the spiders. No. But that's just my way of doing it. That's my thing. I don't think. I think they're a beneficial bug
Yeah,
versus. I mean, like you get things in going around your house, little carpenters or silverfish or ants or moths, and they're just
yeah,
they'll take right over. But if you get one spider in going around, he's gonna eat all of them.
yeah. Yep.
Right? And I can deal with a little cobweb here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like finding moths in my dressers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm very
one-
much not for killing things if I can avoid it. Occasionally it's unavoidable, but I will try not to if it can be avoided. Or I will have Chew try not to when I run away crying. It's one of those two.
That happens more often.
Yes, I'll have Chew try not to kill it for me. Because
While you're
nope,
running
gone,
to the
bye.
other side of the house.
It also depends on the size of the spider and if it's one that jumps. If it's one of the little jumpy ones, oh no, I ain't dealing with those little jumpy ones. We got bouncy spiders in Illinois. We don't need no bouncy spiders in my space. That's a thing that doesn't need to happen.
Little tiny black and white ones, and they make the little jump. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, if they can jump, I have problems. I gotta be elsewhere.
If you go on, I think I put it on my Facebook, but if it's not on my Facebook, it's definitely on my TikTok, and it's the same name, Al Chafe. On my TikTok for sure, and on my Instagram, there is a zoomed in picture of one of those little jumping spiders. Now, I know you don't like spiders. My
I was
friend's
about to
daughter
say, if
don't
you
like-
think I'm gonna pop onto your TikTok to see a picture, a close up of a spider, you're crazy. I'll go over there and see your other stuff.
My friend's daughter doesn't like spiders either. She's the same as that. She'll run away screaming, kill it, kill it, kill it. But when she saw the picture of this spider, the first things out of her mouth was, "Oh, that looks so cute." Because I was able to make them really big so you can actually see them. So I know you might not like spiders and that, but if you have a quick little look at it, you might give a little second thought to running away screaming when you see them. Just trying to help your arachnophobia here, that's all. Probably not going to work, is it?
You know, I'm working on a lot of things right now. I'm afraid fighting the arachnophobia isn't at the top of the list.
And it's not going to be.
Yeah, it hasn't hit top of the priorities list for things to work on for myself. You know, remembering to floss is higher on the list. Washing my face, you know.
I think Gary is getting in trouble with his wife by the look of the comment.
Oh yeah. It says he can't join the stream.
Nicole was asking to see pictures of the waffles and that, and he was saying, "I can't post pictures on here." My wife said I'm not allowed to go on there. Oh, Tammy said hello to Nicole. Hi, Tammy. Tammy there with you? Yes, she is. You're at the Waffle House. You're supposed to be on your date, Gary. People give Gary a hard time. I do sometimes, but not as much as Devil Dog does. I give Devil Dog a hard time for Gary because Devil Dog and Gary have this banter back and forth.
Yeah.
And they're really great guys. They can take a joke, no problem. But they kind of try to get under each other's skin sometimes, and sometimes it works. And there was one live stream that I actually jumped into, and Gary and Devil Dog were on panel, and I don't know what Devil Dog was after doing or saying to Gary, but Gary turned around and said, "I did not. You can kiss my A word," and Gary was like, "Did I say that?" I was like, "Yes, you did." Because then I had to stop in, and I was like, "Okay, what is going on?" Because I've never heard Gary say anything like that. He'll say behind or butt or something like that, but it was so funny. It was so funny. And, like I said, they have a bit of banter back and forth, but they're both great guys. They both they can both take a joke, and
that helps. That helps. Well, that's the only reason Chew and I survived each other this long is because we can both, joke around and not, you know, take it to heart, because if we did, it wouldn't last long. We're too
I mean, like,
snarky with each other.
Devil Dog is an ex-Marine, and
Oh, okay.
Gary is a police officer. So
Okay.
they are both good people persons, we'll say. And Devil Dog will help you out if you're on a live or something like that. Like, Devil Dog takes time out. I believe I gave you his link one time before, because if you're setting up, like the way I had Nightbot set up to drop your links and stuff like that, he helped me set all that up.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Well, he is a fantastic guy to come and help you, and Gary will help you out with anything that he knows about too.
That's awesome.
That's just the way these guys are, and the community is fantastic for people like that. It really is.
I know.
So
It
many
really
people
is.
out there to help you with stuff.
Well, he helped us.
And
Well, you helped us a bunch.
I try to do my best. I really do.
You do.
Anything I can pass along to help anyone out, especially if I'm still learning myself. I'm not out of that long in retrospect. But I do enjoy being able to like pop on and you guys had some questions and I was like, okay, well, do this, and this, and it just makes it a little bit easier for you guys and it helps you out. And like I said, I only learned it because of all of these great people that I ran into and been talking to. And I'm just trying to pass on some of the knowledge that these guys are so freely giving out.
Yeah. No, the community's great.
Gary is in trouble. Tammy says he has to go and hang up now. Goodbye, Gary. Maybe when you get home, if you're not in too much trouble.
I also see up there, Tennessee Bushcrafter was saying stuff about snakes too.
We don't have any snakes.
The passengers.
That's something I don't.
And you know, I love snakes.
I'd love to have snakes here. I really would. And people look at me like I'm nuts when they say, "What do you mean you would love to have snakes here?" I would love to have snakes in Newfoundland. We don't have any snakes here, no wild ones at all. But
no, I think snakes are adorable.
That is one animal that I wish we had here, because people think, oh, they're slimy, they're gross. They're not slimy at all.
No, they're not.
They're not gross. Yes, you know, sometimes they'll climb in your sleeping bag or your tent or curl up around the rocks of your fire or whatnot. But you know, the only reason they're doing that is the same reason you are, to stay warm.
Precisely.
Snakes, in my opinion, are one of the beneficial animals that are out there because they're killing off the rodents and the mice and the rats.
I agree.
Stuff that people have problems with.
I agree. They're great.
I know sometimes a snake can be an issue, but don't kill it. Call someone, and they'll come and remove it.
Right. I mean, I get a little jumpy around some of the poisonous ones, but otherwise I like snakes quite a bit. I had a close call with a cottonmouth once, which got me a little nervous. So I try not to mess with those. And
that's
being in Arizona all the time, I definitely saw my share of rattlesnakes, but they at least give you a warning. That's nice. They give you a nice little warning. You're like, okay, I will leave your space now. I understand what you're telling me. So, yeah.
Rattlesnakes and stuff like that. You hear that rattle, you stop, you look for where it is, and you get away from it.
Right, exactly.
So many people, so many issues arise with people not being informed on, okay, you know, this animal is poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear the warning signs, stop. Don't continue where you're headed or what you're doing. Stop and look for where it is and get away from it before it's too late. Because that's what causes so many accidents and so many issues with people and these animals.
I'm so sorry. We just had a really, really big wasp come into the car and buzz around the windshield, and then it's up here still. Okay, it's still in the car. Ooh, that's a really large wasp. I don't know where it went.
That's perfectly fine. I hate those triggers myself. I really do. If one flies, I was on a live here one time with people, and I started going like this And you're like, what's going on? And I said, there's a wasp here.
Yeah, it's still somewhere in the back of the car at the moment, and I'm kind of like, but I'm plugged in, so I can't get too far away.
You're tethered to the wasp. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, those friggers, they'll sting you for no reason, and that's what gets me.
Oh, yeah.
Them. And they don't give you warning either. They'll just fly in, sting you, and leave. It's like,
Yeah.
what the frig is that all about?
So yeah, that was exciting. And that sucker was huge. That was the size of my thumb right there. That was
broke our windshield.
it just about broke the windshield. It was huge. Whew.
No, I don't want to see no. I hate seeing those around my camp. I really do.
Yeah, not a fan. And it was a great big brown one. So mud wasp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a mud wasp, but it was huge. That was
Did
the size of my thumb. I mean, that's pretty big.
Did I just see Chew on camera?
His shoulder was slightly visible from the back window, but I don't think his face got in there.
I'll have to watch the replay. We caught him once. We caught him once on yours, remember?
I know. Was that at Liney Lodge? That was at Liney Lodge, right? Line and Kugels.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to have to start going back through your videos and taking the little clips and saying, here's two.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, there's a couple of our long form videos where he got into the picture too, but I was far enough away that you couldn't tell that it was him, and like he had his head down like on the phone or something. So yeah, I think Wild Onion had one. I think Microphone you were in a bit, but you're like just one of the people at the bar. Like no one notices that, you know.
It's like the Where's Waldo.
He's Where's Waldo. It's Where's Chew.
Nobody knows to look for him because everybody's all like, well, Chew was never going to be in the videos, so.
Yeah, I've definitely snuck him in once or twice, so.
Oh yeah,
and
my wife
and then
almost
he doesn't
drank
sneak
a wasp.
himself in; he just goes in the camera. So.
My wife almost drank a wasp the other day. She was out here on the step.
Oh no!
And he got down in her wine.
Yep.
And she got a picture of it. And the wasp is floating in her wine, and I told her, did you pick it up and scream at him to spit it out?
Oh, goodness.
But she wasn't too happy about that.
No.
Like it would be, right?
Yeah. Well, Chew and I have had different bugs in several of our beers when we were doing our videos. I always just take it out and drink the beer because it's not going to stop me from drinking. But
they don't drink too much.
They don't drink too much. They left me plenty.
Yeah.
It didn't stop her from drinking the wine, but she was just worried about picking him out because she was worried he was still going to sting her.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I don't want to drink him because he might bite me.
I just saw Tennessee Bushcrafter wrote cleaning the lint and change out of the couch is higher on the list too, and I think he's referencing my list of things to work on, as opposed to fighting my arachnophobia. Yes, cleaning the lint and change out of the couch is definitely higher on my list than fighting my arachnophobia. Oh, that's so funny.
That's another great guy too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't met anyone on here. I'm getting so warm and sticky. Sorry, guys. I haven't met anybody on here to date that I can say anything bad about. I really can't.
No,
I haven't either.
And
you came close when you got your head shaked. There was some.
Oh yeah, we had some interesting folks messaging me about the head shaving thing. And I mean, it wasn't necessarily trolls, but it was just a lot of folks like, oh, I'll give you $500 right now just to you, not to the charity, if you'll shave part of your head a week before it happens. Things like that. And I'm like, well, no, I'm doing this for charity.
Yeah, you were doing that for a good cause. It's not like you were doing it
exactly
for anything other than the good cause. Why would you?
Well, I had people offering to, donate large amounts of money if they could be the one to shave my head. And I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, they have volunteers that are doing this at a charity event. Like, I found it really odd. And I've had a lot of people since then who've come back and they're like, when are you shaving it again? When are you shaving it again? When are you shaving it again? I'm like, I don't know, when it's long enough to donate again.
But I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I am a fan of long hair.
Oh, I am too. Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. What you guys did was fantastic to go and do for a charity as something to do, and it's inspiring to people to get out and do something good for a community.
Yeah,
And
I'm so glad we did
that's
it.
one of
It was so much fun.
That's one of the things that's really great about your channel is you don't have any, you support so many of these smaller businesses that bigger business like Labatt or something like that are trying to push out of business, because that's
Yeah.
what they're doing. They're trying to monopolize everything by doing their own thing. But it's so great to see people like you out there that are getting out the word on, hey, look at this small little place
Yeah.
that's just a pub and a brewery all in one.
Yeah. Well, the
Not many
microbreweries and
people
the
know
nano
that.
breweries are our favorites. I don't know. We just have a blast getting to
Yeah.
chat with the folks and
That
help these
circus
businesses.
one was just amazing.
And the
Oh yeah,
same
the
thing.
one in Baraboo, the circus one was fan-frickin-tastic. That was nuts.
And the
Oh.
same thing with the charities and stuff like that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's just fantastic. It is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, like, I've got my stuff set up, and I'm hoping to eventually get monetized and stuff like that. But the money that I take in from, I know it's not much. It's only a little bit here and there with commercials and everything around it. They don't pay a lot. But my plan is to be able to take anything that I get from this and put it back into my channel.
Yep.
Eventually, one day, yes, I would hope that, one day this will be my job.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
as it stands here now, I know that's off in the future and whatever. But as it stands here now, I get monetization. The money that I do take in is going to go back into my channel for stuff that I'm going to use. Like, I need wood.
Yeah.
Wood costs money. I can't just go and chop these trees down that are behind my house because A, they're not big enough, B, there's only a limited supply.
Right.
So I need to get wood somewhere. So
Yeah.
And you like trees. You don't want to cut down all the trees and not have any trees by you anymore.
yes,
You
and
know?
that's the thing.
Right.
Like, they're kind of blocked off here now because of this. And I got some cans. I was using a Pelican on those. But like, I like having all the trees behind the house where I can take you guys up and we can go up and look around and just sit in trees
And we love it. We love going with you into the backyard and stuff. It's fun.
yeah. And I mean, like, that's my plan for my stuff when I start getting stuff. And people out there have other plans. Like Gary is going to use anything that he gets to help out some of the smaller channels with stuff that they need.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just so many different ways to do stuff and use stuff, and so many different things that you can do once you get to a certain point on here. And it's just all a waiting game.
Yeah.
Now I'm rambling.
Well, well, for our road trip here, we popped a link in the description just if someone wanted to, donate a couple bucks, buy us a flight or whatever.
And by
And
all means, drop your links and drop everything like that because everything helps.
Yeah. But yeah, we just popped that in there for kicks, like if nothing came of it, we weren't too concerned. But we have had a couple people who are like, oh, here's a couple bucks, buy yourself a flight, and it's just really kind and nice. Like people don't have to do that. Like we're fine, but it's just sweet. Like, it is a community and we're sharing our experiences and getting to share it with other people, which is cool. So yeah, it's fun.
It is.
I'm really glad we're doing this.
There's so many great people out there that you can meet and that will help out and that will. I mean, like, poor Devil Dog was on there trying to use a computer for his live streams and stuff, and it was freezing and it was crashing, and he could hardly do anything. And a bunch of people got together and actually bought him a brand new laptop.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
that is so
Right?
nice.
But I mean, like, he's on here all the time helping people out with their watch hours, helping people with anything technical that comes up, and he knows about it. He will walk you through it one on one and do stuff with you. And it was a very well deserved cause that all of this went to, was to get him something so he could do.
That is so sweet. I love that happened.
Right? And I mean, like, I kind of missed the boat on that one. I didn't realize it was going on, and if I had to, I would have tried to pitch in a bit on that as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's such a great guy. Yes, one of his friends built it, and they gave it to him. I thought it was a few people got in on that, though, was it? Because I thought that's what had happened. But one of his friends built him a PC and gave it to him. I could be wrong, but I know there was talk about it, and it was he was already after getting it or something, because his friend was in. Because Devil Dog is a Marine.
Yeah.
So what his friend done when he loaded it all up and set it up for him, I remember when he opened it for the very first time, his friend is in the Air Force, so it had the United States Air Force as all of his background and everything, and it took him a while to get that off. He put the Marine name on it because he put it up as a joke, because it's like Marines versus Air Force.
Oh, I love it.
Where are you going, little guy? There's a beetle on my step. He's different. He's square looking. He's not like the normal beetles I see. I'm not going to pick him up because he's going around in all the dark.
Yeah.
Go that way. No, don't get in my backpack. There you go. Now he's gone down under the step. It's the right spot for him.
But no, being able to reinvest in the channel is, something I think a lot of us want. I mean, Chu and I have chosen a fairly expensive hobby because craft beer ain't cheap.
Tennessee Bushcrafter said, yeah, there was several guys, Chef Gary, and there was many others that got it. Yeah, I thought there was.
So cool. Everyone coming together, and when we go to these breweries and we're talking to these places, because they are small businesses just trying to stay alive, we want them to stay alive because we like what they're doing, and so to tell folks about them, to help out, why not?
Oh, like one of the.
Well, it makes a huge difference. I mean, like, I'm sure that a lot of these places that you guys have gone to and done videos on, I'm sure a lot of those places have picked up business because of it.
I certainly hope so. That is the hope. That's what we're after.
I'm sure they have. There's no doubt in my mind that they have, because word gets out, and I mean, like, you guys are constantly growing, and just from people that are in your area that know you're doing your channel and stuff like that, they're watching saying, "Hey, I didn't know that was down there." So I'd say definitely, if you revisit some of the places that you first went to, I'm willing to bet you that they'll say, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah, we had so-and-so come in and said they saw you."
Yeah, we do love revisiting the places, especially because, I make a craft for them too. So I always have to go and like drop off the craft. I don't film that because dropping off the craft is not, like gift giving. It's not what the channel is really about. It is about giving, but I don't want accolades or anything for giving people presents. That's not what I want. And because it's awkward, because if someone's handed the gift and they might not like it, I don't have to show that on film. But
I gave you something you don't want. Yeah, I'm taking it back. I bet you they like your microphone, Len. I bet you that microphone. Do you still have your microphone, Len? Or have you rang it out? The microphone, Len.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have it. I haven't dropped it off yet.
I know how much you like that one.
I really do. It looks really good in that room. I'm kind of wishing I had made two, because that would have been fun. I made two of the Zoom beer clock. So we have a Zoom beer clock at home, and I made extras of the Scrabble tile coasters and the Detroit roadmap coasters. So I do have extras of some of my crafts that I still have around the house and stuff, but I should have made 2 of that microphone lamp because I had enough fabric. We had extra records. We could have done it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of kicking myself now. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I'll
maybe,
still make myself one.
Yeah, maybe on a later date you'll do another one. You'll revisit the microphone line.
Yeah, I'll have to because that was a cute lamp. I really liked how that turned out.
It turned out
Oh.
really good. Really.
Yeah. This is just fun. I like making all the things. And showing people how to make the things. I mean, I know I'm not, reinventing the wheel or anything half the time, but, fun little
Some of the
things to do.
ideas- Sorry,
And they
I
get
just
ideas.
swallowed some.
Yeah.
I just swallowed some coffee ground.
I had that
Um,
happen today too.
But some of the stuff that you guys are doing is pretty original when it comes to some of the craft stuff. I gotta say, and there's been ideas in that I've looked at with stuff that you guys are doing, and I'm like, hey, I could use that in something I was doing.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea. When we go to these breweries, I don't know what I'm going to make for them. When we film at the breweries, I still don't know what I'm going to make for them. When I edit that film, I still probably don't know what I'm going to make for them. But I'm inspired by the people that were there, the space that I was in, the beer that I tried, the stuff that they're doing, the artistic stuff that they've done, their space, their beer. I use that as inspiration for what I do next. So like using the records in the lamp for the microphone because they had that wall of records and making it the same color as the brewery. Like it's inspired from that. So people can take my crafts and use that as inspiration and change it to how it works for them. So, I mean, just this sharing of ideas and everything is pretty cool.
Nice. I'm just looking at a couple of the comments there. Chef sent me your camera. I haven't done a mail call to you. That's nice. That's great. A chef to send you a camera. That's fantastic. The GSI pour over I mentioned earlier is so fine grounds can't go through it unless it's an expressive ground. Okay. That must have like the micro mesh in it or something. Extremely simple to clean too. It's basically a mesh net, yeah. So it's like the micro mesh. I've seen some of those. There was one I was going to order for doing my coffee in that, and it was like a round plate that would sit on top of the cup with the micro mesh bowl for putting the coffee in. But it was, I think it was $20 Canadian, and I got this for $3. So so for the sake $3 for that, and I get a pack of I think it's 200 coffee filters for $1.50. So for the sake of buying the filters, it was just as well to buy that.
Choose making me turn the camera because he has to get something from the back.
So sneak them on to another video.
He hasn't even waxed his mustache today. I can't.
Oh God, we can't have that thing. I know all about the beard and mustache thing.
I know he's got the walrus thing going on. He just has like in front of his face, just that.
I know. You should see when I get up in the mornings because I'm starting to let I'm sweaty here now. Sorry, but I'm letting my hair grow out.
Yeah.
And
hey, me too.
Yeah. But when I get up in the morning, sometimes my hair is out like this all over. I'm just like, oh God, put a brush through it. It doesn't make a difference. So I just put the hat on the final thing.
Yeah, that's one thing I found with the van life thing. I have to, get camera ready too, which is slightly problematic. To not look like, like I slept in a van last night. So that's fun. What are you doing?
I'm putting all the
Oh,
stuff away.
he's
Never
he's
charged.
putzing with our electronics over here. I'm like, what are you doing?
He's getting ready to film you even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we do need to actually get on the road because we have a couple breweries to get to before it gets too late. So
Well, you know,
I think
I've been
I might
on
have to
here
let you
now.
go.
Oh,
Huh?
no problem. Let me show you what I got. This is pretty much
I do
ready
want to
now.
see
Let
what
me
you got.
show you my greens and that before you go.
Yes, please.
My chicken is.
Oh, look
hold
at
on.
that. That is beautiful. I can't. Oh, hold on. I'll thumb over the camera. Chew, look at that.
Oh wow.
Hang on now. Hang on. There you go.
Oh,
What about
here.
those?
He's showing it again. Ah, no, it went
I'm
away.
looking at mine.
Chew, pull up your camera. Where's your phone? Here. There you go. You can see it right there.
Oh yeah.
And then I've got my greens of all.
Oh, wow. The greens are good.
So they're all. Oh, it's hot. Of course, right? It's in boiling water. What do I expect? It's supposed to be cold.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
But they're all cooked up.
How are they?
Oh my god. They could use a little bit of salt, but all I got is a salt and pepper mix out here.
I think I would have done a couple cloves of garlic in there too.
But it's so good. Way better than the ones that you get in the stores.
Nice. And there's a pea.
Oh my god. Mm.
Everything turning out awesome. I'm loving it.
Oh man, did it ever.
You're making me hungry, man.
Sorry. I tend to do that whenever I'm on the channels with anybody, and I'm expecting the wife to be up. There she is, with a little bowl and salt.
Put 'em on the
Look,
mustard.
it's like Chew all over again. Look, there's hands. Oh, she got mustard in here for him.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, Chew and I, we're gonna have to go get some food before we film at a brewery, aren't we?
Now we are.
Now we are, for sure.
Sorry, guys.
May have to do the
Well,
barbecue beforehand.
Yeah, we'll have to do the barbecue first.
There you go. Food is important too, right?
Oh yes, 100%.
I thought I had a plate or something, but apparently I don't. That's okay. I'll just eat it right out of the pot.
There you go.
Very old school.
Tennessee Bushcrafter. 20 different.
But you guys go and get ready and have a great day. And I'm really glad you popped up here. You know, you're up here almost 2 hours with me.
Oh really? Oh wow, fantastic.
It felt like
It felt like 10 minutes. Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying. And time passes so quickly, you don't even notice it going.
It's
And,
true.
it was really great having you guys on here.
It was amazing chatting with you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You guys are welcome on my back step any day of the week, you know.
Aw, well, you're welcome on our channel anytime too. We'll try to give a heads up in some way if we can if we know when one of our live streams is going to happen. So
Well,
we'll do what we can.
One thing I can do, I got your email.
Yes.
I'm going to, I'll send you my number, and
Okay.
You can just shoot me a text message, and then I'll try to pop on.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll send you a text and let you know when we're heading up on live again. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good day.
bye.
You too.
Got a hand in the face.
Enjoy your next stopover. I know you guys are gonna make a great video, and I can't wait to see it.
Aw, thanks. Bushcrafter's asking us to repost. I don't know if I can I comment while I'm on it? I don't know how to do this.
If you open, you have to do it.
Are you open under us?
Oh no, I'm not.
You're not open under us. Okay, hold on. Let me switch Chew over to our channel to watch instead of his personal channel. You're just showing outdoors now.
Oh, well, here we
Like
go.
I said, all you
he's-
have to
he's
do
showing-
is just.
You're showing how dirty our windshield is. That's what you're doing. You're just showing all the bugs that we got with the windshield.
There. Now I can show you.
Where is he? Wait. Oh no, it's
Oh,
still going. I think
You
it's
might
still
only
going.
can do one at a time.
I don't know.
See, with my
No, it's all
phone,
good.
I can do
It's
split
working.
screen.
I don't know where to find your thing here. Oh, chafe. There we are. Recently searched. You're on our recently searched list right now. Just so you know.
Great.
There we go. And what do I type? I type backstep.
Backstep, all one word, and
Done.
it should post your link.
I'm hoping that worked. Let's see on the chat. All this figuring out technology, guys, it's killing me.
Yep, that worked.
Hey, it worked. Cool. Nice. Thank you for reminding me to do that, Tennessee. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and like anybody else in the chat, you want to drop your link. I don't think, how many people do I have in here? 6. If you want to drop your link, just type backstep and it will drop your link. I think you might all have moderator privileges anyway, but just in case. Because I went on my first live, that's what I did. I went on, I made a whole bunch of people moderators that I knew.
Yeah.
And that way then it just makes it a little bit easier if the spammers come into the room.
Right, of course.
Drop those.
Bushcrafter.
We did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Wade.
She just
How you doing?
subscribed to Bushcrafter as well, so.
Nice. This is what it's all about, guys. Connect to each other because
Yes.
everybody connects, everybody grows.
Agreed. All right, ladies and gents, I'm afraid we're going to have to sign off, but oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting us chat with you and for doing what you do, because we love what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. And don't ever stop with your channel or your bloopers. If you stop your bloopers, I'm definitely going to show up on your doorstep saying, "Where are the bloopers? I want to see them."
I'll tell you what, just for you, I'm going to convince Chu to edit a bloopers only video of all of our blooper reels all into one video.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Just one, it's going to be like 20 straight minutes of stupid.
I bet you that will be fantastic.
Oh my goodness. It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to see that. I really would.
All right. Well, everybody, goodbye from Missouri, and we're headed to Kansas City. Here we come.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. That's fantastic. I really enjoy seeing those guys. They're really, really good friends, really good people. I'm gonna dig in here now, guys. Might not be as much talking, but sorry. And I am letting my fire burn out now too because it's just too freaking hot here. It's hot. They are good, aren't they? I told you you'd like them. She didn't believe she didn't believe she would like them. So it took a while to convince her to eat them. Mm. I have a Pepsi to have. And I gotta get me a piece of that chicken in there. Over here. Losing stuff now, guys. Losing stuff. So my chicken is all fully done. Yeah, Wade, are you ever going to have a channel? I don't think so, are you? More of a watcher than a poster, hey? I'm eating mostly stocks out of the greens. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. But that's because I gave Nicole most of the leaves out of the greens. But it still tastes really good. You missed the size of the greens, did you? Hi, Audrey. How you doing? Audrey living life. Oh, nice. Is Tarsha online, or um you just found my channel for them, did you? No, I haven't tried them like that, but it sounds delicious. Oh, cool. So you did see the size of leeks, the greens that I've been growing. Why didn't you say something? I didn't know you were here the whole while. It sounds like it would be really good. It really does. I can only hope that I get a decent sized turnip out of it. I don't know how big the turnips are going to grow. I said that one that I just picked there then, there was nothing on it, but that was one that was right by the side of the container. It wasn't in the dirt really at all. But thanks for checking me out. That's great. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and check me out. I'm going to have to start saving up my bacon grease then by the sounds of that. I really appreciate everybody that's on here that's been watching me, and everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I really do. You guys make all this stuff possible. That being said, I would probably still be out here anyway, but I'm just glad to have you guys along with me for the ride and be able to share these experiences with you. Like, this is the first time I've grown my own vegetables and stuff. And it's not much. Like, you see, I didn't get a whole lot of peas like you guys saw, but they are good. So next year now I know, okay, they will grow. I just had to figure out a way to space them out a little more so that I get more out of it. I'd like to have room to be able to have some animals, but I have no room for that here at all. And I'd have to check into the zoning laws because I don't know if I will be allowed to have animals here. If anyone wants to jump up on panel, you're more than welcome. I've got my link for my stream is posted, pinned to the top. And if you want to post your link for your channel, all you have to do is type backstep, all one word, and it will post your link in the chat. Oh, I lost one of my keys and it's gone. Wish you guys could taste this stuff. Stuff cooked on a fire is way better. I hear you. I hear you. It is midsummer can get a little bit too hot for some of the hiking and camping and stuff like that, especially if you're going with like a backpack and you're on trails like here. I got to climb I basically had to climb a mountain to get up to a level where then I had to walk for an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the forest. So for me, going in the dead of summer to go on these hiking and camping trips and stuff like that, it can get pretty bad sometimes for the heat. So I fully understand waiting until the later months. And here, after August, September, October, it starts getting cold. November is when we could get into snowstorms and stuff like that. So that's where it can get kind of cold really fast. So you really got to watch when you're going and what you're doing, but it is a better time for going. Yeah, for my peas, when I put them in my garden, I made I was trying to make a basket out of all these little tiny maples I cut down, and they're all really thin. So I was trying to make a little basket out of them, but it didn't really look like a basket. It ended up being all opened up. So I used it like a lattice and put it behind my peas, and they kind of climbed up on that. So next year, I'm probably going to spread them out a little more and use the rope method. Like you're talking about, anchored rope to the ends of the containers and let them climb up the ropes. But I think I just had too many peas in the containers, and it was just too much going on in there, and I think they might have choked each other out. All natural greens, guys, is food you grow yourself is much better. That sounds like it could be interesting. Yeah, the venomous snakes and spiders is what will get me more than everything else. I don't mind spiders, but when you're talking about venomous spiders, they're the ones you really got to kind of watch out for. And the snakes, the same thing. It's like we were talking about there a little while ago. Is information is a big thing on that. Is you got to be informed about types and species of snakes and stuff that's around. Just because you don't want to walk up on something and end up in the hospital or worse. But basket making out of an invasive species is a good idea to use that species for something when you can't get rid of it. For sure, that's an excellent idea. This stuff is so good, guys. It really is. I'm just sitting here stuffing my face. Sorry. People that have been following along and watching my videos know that just about every time I come out on my step, there's hardly any days where I don't make something to eat. So that's that. Now I got left is potatoes and chicken. A few stalks of greens in there, but not much, and some peas. So anybody got anything new up and coming? No, nobody. Anybody, like I said, if anybody wants to jump up, you're more than welcome. I don't mind having company. It's very warm here today. I knows what I got to do now before that fire goes completely out, though. Warm up a little bit of water so I can wash up my stuff. It doesn't have to boil; it just has to get warm. This is all clean water. This is not the water from my containers or anything. This is water I've been bringing out from in the house in my water bottles and it, and it just keeps filling this back up. Just so that I got a source of fresh, clean water here for cooking and eating, and making my coffees and stuff. Because I'm so far away from the house that I can't get clean water. Take forever. I suppose I could always run a hose out here too. What? Then I'd have actual running water, which I don't really need. So I'm not gonna. I keep thinking about how much trouble did Gary get in. That could have been his last appearance on YouTube. I thought you'd find that funny. Now, Nicole, don't you come out here picking all of my greens every single day because they still need them to grow. I might be able to come out and get you some more later on, but they do need them to grow. I don't have my little bracelet to show everybody. My wife started making some little bead bracelets. We actually gave away a few of them on my first live. Oh, that's another thing, guys. Oh no, it's back. Anyone that wants a sticker or anything like that, shoot me an email with your address. You can find my email in my about section. And I will mail you out a sticker on that. I do have to get some new ones. But, oh, you're doing one now. That's nice. But as soon as I get my new ones, I'll add your address to the mailing list and I'll send you out a sticker. Nice. Our growing season up here is not super long, so I don't know how well. Sounds good. I don't know how well that stuff will grow here. Like I said, as soon as I get my new stickers, I'm hoping to order them now by the end of the month, and then as soon as they show up, I'll have a bunch going out. But I will definitely add your address and that to my mailing list for sure. I don't know. Our growing season is a bit. We get around June, July, August, maybe May. Sometimes May, June, July, August, September. So 4 or 5 months at most for a growing season. Like I planted broccoli and cauliflower in the end of May, and it grew. Something ate the leaves. But right now, it's only today is the first day that I noticed that little flowers are starting to come out on tops of them. So it's only now starting to flower and turn into the actual broccoli and stuff. Okay, yeah, that might not be good for my wife. I don't think she would be able to eat those. Because that's something she has to watch out for. Sounds like it would be good though, and good for you. Now you see that, Nicole? Don't come out robbing my greens. Here it is for you, all written up in the chat. Does it smell lemony too, or is it just a flavor? Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Because wood sorrel is, I know it smells lemony if you pick it and rub it. And it has a lemony taste to it. If I comes up and all of my greens are missing, there's only one person I can go to. Mostly just flavor. Okay. I got to get up and up on some of the wild edibles that are around here because I do know some, but I don't know a big lot about a lot of them, especially when it comes to mushrooms and stuff like that. But there's so many that grows here that are edible and able to be picked and utilized. But no, I don't have any rabbits, and rabbits can't get on my steps. She can't blame the rabbits. Sorry. Nice try though. But I'd like to get more involved in some of wild edible plants that are around here, because like Labrador tea grows all over the place here, but there's another plant that grows right along with it that's not Labrador tea that will make you really sick. And it looks just like it. There's only some minor differences in it. And that's something that I'm very wary of when I'm out going around and looking at wild edibles and stuff like that. But now I do know enough that if I was ever stuck, there's some stuff I know I could pick and cook and eat that will be fine. And I do know a few little tricks and tips for finding foods and stuff like that that you could eat. But I would much rather take a course if I could and learn from someone that's actually picking. Here it is, put it in your hand, taste it, smell it. Yeah, because that's the area that you're in, and that only makes sense. It'd be like me. I'm not gonna do a course or read books about wild edibles in the desert or anything like that, because it just doesn't make sense for my area. But some wild edibles are found throughout the whole world. Some are not. It's like morels. I see people on the channels and that going and picking morels all the time, and they don't grow here. I don't know why, but they just don't. They just don't grow here. I know exactly what it looks like. I know exactly what to look for, but I have never, ever, ever, not ever, seen a morel grow in this area, in this climate that I'm in. Even though they do prefer the more of the mid-range. I think it's the mid-range mountains where it's a little bit cooler, but we don't have them here. But yeah, it's like I said, you have to learn your survival, your plants and stuff like that from the areas that you're in, because it's no good of me learning everything about, oh, over in UK I can eat this, I can eat that, or way down south this stuff all grows that I can eat. I get lost in the woods here. I'm looking at plants that is, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I can eat it or not. So you have to learn for your own specific area. That's why I say, like, I think there might be a couple of places around here that do the actual courses where they'll take you into the woods and they will show you what you can eat and what you can't eat, and you'll actually get to go and pick stuff and harvest it and hit around March, track north over the next couple of months. They usually pop when the soil temperature hits right around 50. Yeah, so like I said, but I've never ever seen them grow here, not ever. But I think there's a couple of places around here I can go and probably do a course for. I wouldn't even know. I never really looked into it that much because I'm just in the process of doing some other stuff. But it is something that's on my list of things to do. As at least then I would have some more basic knowledge of what to look for when I'm out, and I think it'll make it interesting too for some of the videos if I'm out going around and hey, I bring a piece of meat with me, but I don't have any vegetables, so let's go and forage some food and make a meal out of it versus just sitting around and cooking my steak like this stuff here now. I grow my own greens, I grow my peas. I wish I had grown my potato, but I didn't get potatoes in the ground this year. So to be able to come out and just pick it right out of the garden and cook it up and eat it, I just think it's interesting and it's fun to do, and I think it'll just be something a little bit better. Make a nice little video for you guys. So yeah, am I rambling too much, guys? I know sometimes I ramble on about some things. In my videos, I can edit some of that out, but on the live, I can't. But that's the perks of live too. You get to see everything. Yeah, exactly. Going out to look for wild edibles is a treasure hunt in itself because you don't know what you're going to come across. But if you know, the more knowledge you got, the more you can find and the more you can forage and make a bigger meal. Oh, thanks. That will go a long way considering how warm I am. She just bought me an ice cream. Gary is going to be mad he didn't get to see me with an ice cream. But this is foraging at its finest. um, so I agree with that totally. You never know what you're going to find when you get out there looking around. And I just think it could make for some really nice and really interesting videos to be able to go out and find some wild edibles and wild foods and pick them and make a meal and sit down and be able to enjoy basically living off the land versus, taking everything with you from home. Now, granted, too, you have to keep in mind that at different times of the years, there's different things going to be growing. So, like in the spring of the year, I could get fiddleheads. I know what fiddleheads are. I know how they grow and what they look like, and yeah, hunting and fishing too, same thing. Um, now I am a hunter. I don't show my hunting excursions net on my channel. I don't show my views or anything like that. But I am a hunter, so that's something that maybe could be involved in some of my future videos, maybe just not the whole aspect of the hunt, but the hey, a catch and cook, even fishing and stuff like that. Fishing is fishing. Everybody sees fishing anyway, so maybe if I go fishing one day and catch trout, cook up the trout on the fire and stuff. Um, I cooked the trout out here that I had an old fishing trip on my fire one time. It came out really good, but it wasn't as fresh because it was a frozen trout, but it was still good. Um, yeah, exactly. It's the way the rules are on here that stops me from showing a lot of myself. But it's not going to stop me from doing stuff. But it does stop me from adding it into my videos because I don't want to get dinged with inappropriate content or anything like that. And the big thing about my whole channel, what I'm doing is I'm here to sit, relax. Even when I'm hiking and stuff, it's just a relaxation, get away from it every day, uh, and not have to worry about stuff. But if I get out in hunting season and I'm able to catch something and sit down and have a cook up with it, hey, way to go. I will certainly do that, but even though you may not see actual catch or cleaning or anything of whatever I catch. And they taste way better when you just haul them out of the water like that. Way better than if you clean them and bring them home and even leaving them overnight. It's not quite the same as if you catch it and have it right away. Well, guys, I've been up here for 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. Leaving long and they get mushy. That's the trout, yeah. Um, The only thing I can really catch around here is trout. We don't have any bass or anything like that in our waters here, not that I've ever heard about. Once you get off the island, that's where you can get like bigmouth bass and smallmouth bass and pike. But here in Newfoundland, the only thing that I've ever caught is trout. Every now and again, you can get salmon in some of the rivers, but you're only allowed to catch two, I think. You gotta get a license and tags and everything like that. So I don't really go salmon fishing. Um, but I do like catching and eating trout. There's they're good in my opinion. They are nice. Water's getting warm. I bring out my little kit with me today too. That's my wash kit. I got some uh, biodegradable dish soap and some little towels and a little dry cloth. In the bottom, I think I got some wipes. Can't exactly remember, but I mostly just used the towel, the little compressed towels, and the wipe and the dish liquid. So I'll show you that now in a minute. I think the wife bring me an ice cream, so she says, "Shut up for a minute, maybe." She's down doing beads now. This thing is getting really soft, starting out. Yeah, I thought so. It's all good. That's nice. See, me having so many different species to catch like that. I don't think we have catfish here at all. Um, Walleye, stuff like that. There's nothing. It's just trout, mud trout. Every now and again, you get scattered salmon peeled, stuff like that. But it's all just mud trout, German brown. Um, so I would like to be able to go and catch some of these different types of bass, smallmouth. Must be nice to have like record sized smallmouths and that in your lakes. Just to get out and catch. You never know what you're going to get when you're pulling it in. Now, as you get into it, I'm sure you can tell by the amount of fight that's in some of them. Different fish are going to fight differently. But no, it's all just trout here. Big ones, small ones. Let's get this stuff washed up. Right? I'll show you these little towels now. As soon as I get a bit of soap, but I'll get in the bottom here. Yeah, a couple of wipes and that in the bottom here. That's all. And a sponge, a scrubby sponge. Just a little. Not do like I did last time. I put the lid on it. I closed the lid so much last time that I popped and it went everywhere. I dropped it. It went all over the place. Let's see. Here's how they look These are great. I love these little things. You put them in the water and they start to grow right away. And you end up with a little towel. And they're decent size, and they're decently strong. And they're great for washing up if you want to just wash yourself, or you want to wash up all of your stuff. I like to try and wash up all of my stuff whenever I use it. That way I don't have to worry about it when I'm going in the house or anything like that. I can just wash it. I can just take my whole bag and just drop it and put it away. So I always try to carry a little wash kit with me whenever I go, especially if I go out down back anywhere. Because you don't know. Some people would disagree and say, oh, your camping is supposed to be dirty. You're not supposed to worry about it. No, okay. That's you, not me. I think it's better to wash your stuff when you're done with it and leaving it. A, it doesn't attract any bugs or unwanted insects around. B, it doesn't attract any animals around. Because if you live in an area, and I'm after seeing some signs of bear, I haven't seen any bears, but I am seeing signs of bear. So I don't want them to get used to the fact of me being down around and having food. Because then I will see bears, and the bears will want me, and I don't want them. So yeah. Same thing goes coyote, fox, and pretty much everything in, I'm losing stuff now, guys. Pretty much everything in little wild animals. You don't want them to be coming around for food. Not around your campsite. Yeah, I worked in a restaurant too, so yeah, I get it when it comes to cleaning your stuff and food prep and stuff like that. I was in a restaurant for 2 years, I think. I worked in a restaurant, and yeah, it kind of sticks in your head. Okay, keep it clean, keep it safe. And make sure you cook things properly. That's another big thing. Make sure that you cook your stuff properly, because some stuff you can get away with, like store-bought red meats. You can get away with cooking a lot of store-bought red meats rare, or even a lot of times, if you can cook it, you could still eat it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. Oh, nice. Sounds like a whole family business. That's great. But what I was saying was, the red meats and that you get in stores and supermarkets and stuff like that are going to be really safe to handle and to eat. If you're out and eating wild catches and wild foods, make sure that you cook it, and cook it properly, and cook it long. Because the animals out in the wild are not given vaccinations, they're not given antibiotics towards anything. But that being said, it is perfectly safe to eat this. You just have to make sure it is completely fully cooked. Because some of them carry, and it's not even life threatening, it's just, it can make you sick. Parasites in it that can be in some of the foods. And most of it is all treatable, but hey, none of us want to get sick because of what we're eating, huh? I know I don't. But it all goes hand in hand with food preparation and making sure that everything is cooked properly and everything is done properly. Now this doesn't need to be washed. I just got to let it drain. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're doing stuff. I don't even think I'll use this. I'll wash it anyway. Just because it's all about being safe and having fun. It's not about. Here's a bit of trivia for you. You know, in the U.S., our store-bought eggs don't have to be gated. They're put in the carton, which can be 2 months after laid. Really? That seems odd. I mean, like, I know eggs will last a long time, regardless, but you would think they would have to keep some kind of dating put on them, so that you would know, okay, you know, this egg was laid in. How do they know they're not mixing them up? And they must have some other kind of system on them where they know, okay, well, this one was laid before this one, so. Because that seems a little bit. I still am, yeah. I know, right? I told Gary that Gary got in trouble. Gary was going for date night, but he never left. He got back on the stream when he was out for his date. There you go. Thanks for dropping your link. But yeah, that whole egg thing, that seems a little bit odd. Like, I mean, like, wow. Not that I don't believe it. It's just wow. I didn't know that. And it could, it could be the same here because I never really looked into it. Yeah, yeah. That's something I heard too. If you don't wash them, they will last longer than if you wash them. Because there's something on them there that when the chicken lays it, there'll be something on it that'll keep it the egg sealed and fresh for a lot longer. Something to do with the enzymes or something like that. That's on the actual egg. I know my grandfather used to have lots of chickens and goats, and he had cows, and we always used to get the fresh eggs off of him all the time, and the fresh cow's milk, the bloom on the egg. Yeah, that's what it is. I couldn't remember the names of it or nothing, but I've heard people talk about that before, and I know that is a thing where if that's left on the egg will stay fresh for much, much longer than if you wash them and try to store them. And it's something people don't realize either. They think, oh, it's dirty, it's an egg. You're not eating the shell. If you are, you're eating it wrong. Yeah, I'm still here, chef. Probably gonna sit around for another little while before I do anything else. Like I said, I'm just washing up my stuff. You missed my meal. You're gonna have to watch it on the replay. I picked some nice fresh greens. I don't know if you were here for that or not. I think you might have been gone. But I picked some of my fresh greens off of my my turnips that are growing over there. Really? I didn't know that either. So you have to leave them for more than a month before you try and boil them. That's pretty neat. But it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because fresher stuff usually, same thing with some of the fresher vegetables, and that it's different when you're cooking them. I wouldn't mind having a few chickens, having some fresh eggs, and even later on, then when they're done laying, then you got a chicken you can eat. Preserve them in lime water? I never ever heard that. That must be like pickling them, is it? Or do they just stay like an egg? Nice. Nice. You've got lots of eggs going then. Do you have any that are strictly for feed, like meat chickens, or are they all laying? All laying. Because I know I'd like to have even 3 or 4 chickens would be plenty for me. Get a couple of eggs here and there. Okay, I'll look that up later on. I know sometimes it's easier to just just look up something and try to explain it. I know that for sure. Cooling off a little bit now. The fire is going out, so that's nice. But it's still not completely out. The coals are still burning a bit there. But there's no big flame shooting up out of it, keeping me nice and hot. Those little compressed towels are neat. I always try to take them with me when I go out, because it's nice to have a little cloth when you need one. And it doesn't have to be hot water. You can just drop it in cold water. Oh, nice. So that's great. So now you've actually gotten into the breeding aspect of it. So that is very self-sufficient, very self-sustaining, which is great to see. It's one of the things. One of the reasons why I'm kind of looking at some of the vegetable stuff in that is to try and make myself a little bit more self-sufficient, self-sustaining. Because I mean, like, what do? You get a pack of seeds and you plant them and let them grow. Keep an eye on them, weed them out, water them, check on them, and you end up with basically free food. Versus having to go to the supermarket and buy a bag of carrots or something like that. Now there's a butterfly landing on my greens. Better not be laying eggs. He's pretty, but he's not going to be that pretty. But yeah, versus going to have to buy stuff in the stores. Still have a few of them towels. Some aren't much bigger than they have. Yeah. I usually buy them for like $1, and you get 8 or 10 in a pack. But I have seen them online. You can get the big bag of like 100 or 500 of them for $10 or something like that. But I love them little things. I really do. I just got a big piece of pepper. That was Bernie. But yeah, I'd rather be able to be more self-sufficient when it comes to stuff like yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You got to we got to think one pig. What? I used to get a half pig, and that was about 100 pounds. So roughly 50 kilos for a side of pig. And I'm froze up. Hang on now. Why am I froze? Sorry about that, guys. I froze up for a minute. Yeah, that's my Pepsi. And I dropped my stick again. Yeah, I use the stick to hold my phone up. Ugh. I don't know why I froze up. Don't even know what I was talking about then. Okay, no, yeah, on my end, everything was froze up, so I just wanted to check it and see if it was okay in that. Yeah, rabbits grow really fast for the amount of amount that you have to feed them. I know that, and I think that's what I was talking about, wasn't it? Was it decides the pork? One pig can produce a whole lot of meat, and it can fill up a lot of space. I mean, like one side of pig used to do me an entire year. So when you're raising stuff like pigs and goats, and then you've got deer and everything else, it all makes an impact on how much stuff you can keep around. Sorry guys, I just clicked the link there by mistake. Trying to do some stuff, huh? But rabbits reproduce quickly too, don't they? So I mean, like you could get one batch of rabbits and keep going. 2 around 4, yeah. So I mean, like you end up with so much meat out of a couple of pigs that it will keep you going for a long time. And that's something, yeah, you invest in a pig when you're raising them and doing them. But I think it only doesn't it only take like a year for a pig to be the size where you be able to kill it and get a decent return, isn't it? Is it a year or 2 years? I think it's only a year, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I don't know for sure, because it's been so long since my grandfather has had animals and that. But I thought it was only a year you would keep pig, and then you would kill them. Yeah. Yeah. Rabbits are only small when they're all cleaned up. They don't take up hardly any room at all, and each one is a full meal for a couple of people, especially if you got some vegetables and stuff on with them. or even like a stew or a soup or anything along those lines. My sister had some rabbits, but a coyote or something got in and got them. That's where I was telling her, like, you know what? Set a few traps or something out around us. Yeah. Okay, so a year max, say, to raise a pig. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was around a year. And it only makes sense. I mean, like, it's one thing around here. One of my videos you can look at. I think it's the feeling. Yeah, it's the giveaway video, the feeling abandoned, where I announced my giveaway. The pig farms all around here are all shut down. There was a bunch of them, but there's no more. I don't know why they all shut down. I don't know if it was just because they were just smaller, independently owned, and just the bigger corporations were able to outdo them. But like that one that we were at, that was that had in its day, I would say there was probably about 10 different buildings there. And now they're all just fallen down and left for nothing. I mean, like, that was one of the biggest ones that I've seen. And I don't know why they would go out of business like that. But they did. And nothing I can do about that. Yeah, her rabbits were raised off the ground too. But we're thinking it was coyote because there was a hole ripped in the chicken wire that it was all caged in. Because she didn't have like metal bars or nothing like that. She just had it all fenced with chicken wire. And there's a hole ripped in it. And they went out, fixed it, and then the next day there was another hole. And so just over the span of a couple of weeks, every single one of our rabbits was gone. And then the same thing started happening with her chickens that she had. So I'm thinking there was a coyote or something there that was just determined enough to rip his way in and had himself a nice little feed of rabbit and chicken. I would have dealt with it a different way, but I probably would have got in trouble. But that's just me. But no, it was unfortunate she lost them all, but she never did bother to get any back after that because she's just saying, well, the same thing is just going to happen again. So, because they tried a few different things to stop it from happening, but nothing worked. So they kind of gave up on it. Okay, now that I didn't know. I didn't realize that the rabbits themselves, that could have been part of the issue too. Maybe one of the rabbits just wanted out and they just took off. But there was a couple of times I know she said she went out and there was like fur and bits of the rabbit were left over. So something had gotten us. Yeah, so whenever I come out and I have extra water in it, I'll just empty it right back into this. So that next time I comes out, I don't have to bring as much water. That cover don't go in there. But that's my water bottle that hangs from my vest when I'm out walking now. Oh, it's nice here now, guys. Nice and relaxing. Nice and comfortable. Yeah, the hard wire it'd be better on for sure. For sure. I know it's exactly what you're talking about. My grandfather used to have that because he used to have for his chickens, he had chain link fence all around them, and then he would use that hardwire mesh over the tops to keep stuff from getting in. Because there's just so many things that would take your animals and not think twice about it. And it's hard when you're putting in this work and time and effort into raising them, and only to have something come along and eat them on you. But that's what he used all the time. I remember being up there when I was a kid and carrying the sacks of feed and that up to the stables and that for him all the time. It was fun times. They are. They really are. And same thing. Grouse basically is just a wild chicken, and that's all they are, is a prey to bring other animals around. I know I've come across a couple of grouse and that up in my camp even. I think it might be my camp day video. I found a grouse nest with a grouse in it, sitting on the young, and that thing just sat as still as possible and didn't flinch. I could have reached in and grabbed it by the neck, and it probably still wouldn't have moved until I had my hands on it. But I didn't. Obviously, I'm going to leave it alone. But it's just to the point of they're not a predator animal, so they are a prey animal for something else. And fox, coyote, animals are opportune. They'll come along and they will eat them on you. I got all my garbage wrapped up in a nice, neat little package now. Got all my dishes done. Now just relax for a little while. We got 5 people watching. That's great. Anyone, so 6 people. Anyone wants to drop their link? Just type backstep, all one word, in the chat, and it will drop your link for you. You don't have to go messing around trying to find your link or do any of that stuff. And anyone wishes to join my panel, please do so. The link for that is pinned to the top of my comment section. So no trouble at all for anyone to join. I'm just going to hang out for another little while and finish the rest of my Pepsi. Like I said, this day here, I was kind of hoping to get into the woods today, but when I got up this morning, everything was soaking wet. Everything was drenched. It was still, and even now, I can still see just a little bit of water on some of the trees that are still sheltered in. And it's now 3 o'clock, 3:30. So it wouldn't have been a good day going down in the woods. But hey, I got to come out and have my dinner here with you guys and relax, have a bit of fun, talk to a couple of old friends that I never saw in a while. I can't say I never saw in a while because I was watching their videos, but I never got to talk to them in a while. And just have all of you guys along and join me on my back step. Nice. That's a good idea too. Have everything set to go for when you do get back. It's a lot less work. That makes perfect sense in my mind. Yep. I like to do that with a lot of stuff. And same thing when I'm preparing to go to the woods and stuff like that. I will. It's 1 p.m. there. Yeah, so you're like 2.5 hours behind me. Nice. But I'll come up the day before, or even sometimes 2 days before, and start getting my backpack and all my gear ready, and Then when I wake up in the morning, it's just to throw some food in. Maybe most times I'll have my water even filled up and ready to go. I don't have to worry about it. It's just anything that I would need out of the fridge. I just have to put in my bag and just take it and go. It just makes things much easier. And it's the same thing with washing my stuff up before I goes back in the house. Oh, look what I found. I was looking for earlier. My plate. Well, and you know what? I bet you I left this out here the last time I was out and ate, which was yesterday.
Can you take the knot out for me? I can't get it. It's hard done, but I just want it to knot.
Yes, it oh. She's got a knot in the rope. She can't get it out. There you go. You're welcome. I'm good with knots. Right, exactly. That's like a little bug out bag that's always ready to go whenever you want to go. You can just grab it and go on. That's what I try to have done with one of my packs, but it hasn't worked out with me so far. I usually end up emptying out and taking it for other stuff. If I do get a new backpack, though, what I'm going to do is then I will take my older one and have that as like with a stove and some stuff and some dried goods and that into it, so that that is there completely ready if I get in a situation where, hey, the opportunity just popped up to grab and go. I can grab and go. I don't have to worry about, am I going to be missing anything out of the bag, or am I just going to get up and look for something? It's always good to have something like that ready, in my opinion. Anyway. I hope you have a good day out fishing, that's for sure. I do, because it sounds like a good time. Catch yourself a nice catfish or something that you'll enjoy having. How long? We are over the 3 hour mark. Oh my gosh. Exactly, yeah. When you're heading to your house like that and it's 20 minutes of wooded area, I probably wouldn't make it home all the time either. Where I'm at, um, I don't have that opportunity where I'm at. But no, if it was like that for me, for sure, I would be stopping along the way all the time. I definitely have some kind of little camping net set up somewhere where, okay, hi honey, I'm gonna be in another few hours. For sure, for sure. No, no. What a great day it's been, though, guys. What a great day indeed. I should put this on my bag so I don't forget it. I'm famous for leaving things out here, and I'll be out. I'll be in the house looking for something, and then I'll realize, oh wait now, I had that out on the step a little while ago. And when I goes out, sure enough, there it is, sitting out here. Oh no. Oh no, it was a big wasp coming in. I don't like wasps at all. Not in the least bit. He turned around and went away. So I'm glad he turned around and went away. I really don't like it. It's the last thing I want to deal with. My stream suddenly ends and I'm running around like a madman. That's why. There was a wasp and he came after me. And I am out of here. Oh, where's my, there it is. See, I would have forgot that. Only for I saw this, which is my homemade X mask. Duct tape and cardboard. Does the job. Dad used to wrap it in Just a brown paper bag. That was my dad's axe. This is the little one he used to take with him all the time. Nothing special. It was made in Sweden, I think. Same as the big one I got. And that was his too. And those two axes, no matter what I get, I'm never gonna give them up. They'll always be with me. That's fact. So yeah, I kind of messed up when I was setting up this thing. The first one I set up said I was going to be live in 2 hours. I've gone past that now anyway, so that's okay. But I just mistakenly hit the wrong time. So I just gotta practice. See what I can do to make it better for next time. That's what it's all about. And I still had fun. Fire is out. I'll give that my homemade watering can. Hey, it works. That's all that matters. I didn't have to go and buy a watering can. Great for watering your flowers and putting out your fires. I think that's going to about sum it up for me for today, guys. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Still got 6 of you guys here with me watching. That's great. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for checking out my channel. My 2 pocket knives, I don't want to forget them. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Maybe I'll stay on a little while with you. I was just getting ready to end it. You just caught me, but I can stick around for another little while. I'm not in no big rush. How are you doing? If you type backstep in my chat, it will drop your link so that anyone here can find your link. And if you want to join up on my panel, my link for my StreamYard is pinned to the top of the chat, so you can just click on that and join me up here as well. And I am certainly able to hang out for another little while. I just put out my fire, so I'm not overly warm anymore. Yeah. All right, see you, Wade. You have a good time, and it was great having you here. Have a good day now. Kind of procrastinating on doing that yarn haul video. Yeah. I know I do that with some stuff all the time too. You got to get it done, but you just don't want to do it. All right, Tennessee Bushcrafter, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciated the conversation. It was great. It was great to have you here. Have a good day now with your fishing trip. I hope you catch lots. And have a great dinner when you get home. I might not be on here that long. But who knows, hey? I could end up going for a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, you do kind of got to be in the mood. Oh, the back step, Rebecca, type it without a space. All one word. And it'll drop your link. Sorry about that. That's my mistake. Take care, buddy. Oh, yeah, yeah, probably. There's a good chance if I see them on, I'll be on for sure. Okay, just drop your link before you leave there, Rebecca. Just type backstep, all one word. And that'll drop your link. And then I'm probably going to end up closing this down in a minute or two, and I'll just give some people a chance to check out your link before I go. It'll be up in the replay anyway, but that way it'll be there. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, you have a great day, and I know you're going to do great with your video. Your videos are always great to watch. Yeah, it did drop your link, yeah. So that's perfect. This has been quite a day out here, guys. I had myself a great meal. I had myself some nice conversation. It's nice to see you drop in, Rebecca, even though it's coming up on the end. We'll call that pulling a Dave, because that's usually what happens to Dave. He drops in at the end. You get busy on that, and I'll be looking for it when it comes out for sure. Have a great day, be safe, and have fun. That's what I like to say at the end of all of my videos. But like I said, this has been fun out here today. I've had a good time. I got some clean dishes to go back in the house. Got to have some of my nice fresh food that I grew myself. And I never ate my bacon wrapped scallops. I might have them on a roll. Well, I'm stuffed at the moment from everything that I did have to eat. And I didn't leave anything behind today. So that's always a plus. Okay, if anybody wants to drop their link now before I take off, like I said, type in backstep, all one word, and Nightbot will drop your link. And I'm going to shut it down now when I hit the 3 hours and 20-minute mark. So that's another a little over half a minute away, guys. because my Pepsi's all gone. That's a good reason to stop it, isn't it? It's as good a reason as any. All right. Till next time, folks.